Excellent. Well, it might have gone down. Yeah, 83. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Queue up Civ4, and let's begin. So, welcome then to anyone who's just watching. I'll probably start the recording here. Welcome to the Civ4 AI Game 1, or Game 1 of the Civ4 AI Survivor. This is Season 2. We did Season 1 last year. And we are getting set to start the game here between our different AIs. You can see the list here. It's turn 1. Let's go ahead and begin, shall we? On to the next turn. So here in the early game, we'll try to keep an eye on what the different civs are doing. The big early decision is, what will they do with their starting settler? This is deity. Everybody starts with a free settler. So we're going to watch where these settlers go. And one way that you can actually do this is you can put it on domestics, and you'll be able to see where they're moving to. So like right here, this is where Hammer's settler's going. It's going south. So anytime you see like an archer on the domestics tab, that's where their settler's moving. So Zara's moving his northeast. Vicky's moving hers in that direction. Oh, this is, let's see, up. Looks like Mal and looks like Mal and Elizabeth want to move in the same direction. What the? Mal adopts slavery. He must have popped a hut and gotten bronze working. Mal, the first break of luck already. Mal has popped a goody hut and he's pulled bronze working out of a goody hut. Interesting. Very interesting. But anyway, so right now these two both have settlers and they're moving towards each other. And Elizabeth claims first spot. She's gone for this spot. So she's already gotten... Actually, she's gotten all the good stuff between the two of them. Oh boy. This is going to drive conflict between these two AIs. Mal's heading up to the north. Zara has already put down his second city. That's not a very good spot for a second city, but he's placed it. That means more space for Mal down here, less space for Hammurabi, who has his settler right here. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. So look at this. Now Hammer's got his second city right on top of Zara. Oh boy, they're not going to like that very much. Remember, Zara is creative, so he's going to get free culture here. And that's going to pop those borders. Vicky has not put her settler down yet, but she's probably going to put it down here. And where's Pericles? Pericles is, looks like he's going for a good spot over here. Alright, so Vicky has put down her second city right here. No food resources, but a lot of floodplains tiles. I mean, a lot of floodplains tiles. And Alex has a great spot for a second city, but he needs to pop borders, unfortunately. Or not Alex, it's Pericles. Okay, he's creative, that's right. Pericles is creative philosophical, so. Pericles actually picks a great spot. He's got an irrigated corn, he's got ivory, floodplains. He can't use this gems tile right away because it's under jungle, but he'll be able to use it eventually. So we've already got an interesting starting setup here. A lot of space down here. Nobody's settling there. But mostly the AIs pick towards the center of the map. Sometimes the AI will send its first settler like into the tundra, and none of them did that, which is smart. So anyway, right now there's not going to be much happening for a little bit. The next thing is going to be the race for the first religion. So like Elizabeth's on mysticism, Hammer's on mysticism, Pericles. Zara is actually not going for a religion. I thought he would, but he's got the cattle tiles here in his capital. So while we're waiting for them to do that, why don't we pick one of the capitals and watch what the AI does with its workers? Or, well, maybe we can check out more than one. So Zara chose to build a road on this tile. I don't know why he did that. Chose to build a road on this tile for some reason, and now he's farming the floodplains while going for animal husbandry. Let's see what Hammurabi's doing. He farmed the floodplain, and now look at this. He did the same thing. He also built a road on this tile. That makes no sense, and now he's farming floodplains too. Let's see what Victoria's up to. Vicky has, alright, so she correctly farmed her corn resource, and she's also... Wait, did she already build a workboat? Yeah, she already built a workboat. Wow, she has two food resources hooked up already. Wow, good start for Victoria. Already with yeah, oh that's right, because England starts with fishing tech. Not all the civs do. All right, so she's off to a good start already. Let's check out Alex over here. He has farmed his corn. He's built a workboat. He also has two food resources connected already, so that's looking pretty good. Where's his third pop point though? He's pop 3, I only see 2 tiles being worked. I don't know what he's doing with his third pop point. So anyway, that's a good start for both, not Alex. I'm probably going to keep calling him Alex throughout the game. For both Pericles and Victoria are off to good starts already. Alright, what's going on down here? So Elizabeth has farmed 2 floodplains and built. Oh no, she's farmed 1 floodplain. She's working an oasis. She's building a road. I don't know what else is. And then over here to Mao. All right, so here is one problem for Mao. He is got to deal with unhealthiness already. See, the floodplains are great. They provide tons of food, but it causes unhealthiness. Trying to finish this thought. So he's farmed 2 floodplains, and oh, by the way, here's another weird thing they do. They all start settlers when they hit size 3. Well, I guess Zara's not, but see how most of them are building settlers? I don't know why they do this. They usually then switch off the settlers later on, after that goes by. But Vicky's imperialistic, so she's probably going to finish that settler pretty quickly here. Is that an oasis? No, it's just a normal oasis tile. Yeah, it's just a normal oasis. It's not oasis on a floodplain. I have not edited this map beyond very basic stuff. Oh, also, the AI loves to connect its cities together. So, like, look, Elizabeth has already connected her 2 cities for a trade route here. They love to build roads between their cities. That's, like, their top priority. Look at this. Zara's done the same thing. Well, Hammurabi has not. Look at this. Another road being built. They just love to build roads between their cities. Elizabeth is 1 turn away from meditation, but Hammurabi's also 1 turn away from meditation. I believe Elizabeth gets this due to turn order, because she's first in turn order. Let's find out. Yep, so there it is. Elizabeth founds a religion. She gets the first one. Poor Hammurabi gets left out. A little bit unlucky for him. Now, the reason why it's Christianity is because we have choose religions turned on for this game. See it? Normally that would be Buddhism, but we have choose religions turned on, so it's going to be Christianity in this game. Very interesting. Well, I mean, you do want to build roads between cities, but connecting resources is more important at the start of the game. So poor Hammurabi gets left out in the cold. He does not get a religion here, and he really could have used it because that would help him in his border war with Zara down here, but he's not going to get that. Oh, by the way, so Hammer has said, you know what, I didn't get the first religion, but I'm going for the second one, so he's going to go for polytheism. He's going to go for Hinduism, although who knows what religion he'll actually found with it. Alrighty, boy, everybody, yeah, by the way, the AI loves to go for religions in this game. You'll see them chasing religions pretty hard in this one. Has Victoria finished that settler? Yeah, so she is the first to a 3rd settler. We'll have to keep an eye on where she tries to go with that one. And anyway, the early turns are usually a little bit slow, not that much going on, so I'll try to cycle through these relatively quickly. The game goes on, more starts to happen. You know, just try to check in on the leaders. Feel free to request stuff in chat, too. If you want me to take a look at something, just put it in chat, and I'll see what I can do. Be happy to point that out. So I think Zara went for early animal husbandry, which he really needed with this start. Like, look at Gondar. This city sucks until he gets animal husbandry, and even then, it's not very good. He just doesn't have enough food here. Not a good city plant. Plains cow barely even qualifies as a food resource in Civ 4, so it's not very good. Mao is still struggling with unhealthiness, although he did connect his cows. That's going to help him. So now he's finally out of unhealthiness. If he needs to connect that gold resource too. I know he has mining tech because China starts with mining tech. And it looks like a lot of people are building settlers right now. Victoria is the first one. Did Pericles finish the settler? No, he's building another. Well, he's been building workboats. Boy, he needs to get bronze working, and ASAP. He needs to be able to cut down these trees. He needs to work on that. All right, it looks like Hammurabi's going to found Hinduism. This will take at least 3 hours. These games are not fast. I mean, we could just click next turn, next turn, next turn, but it's probably going to take quite a while. Anyway, so second religion goes. Hammurabi missed the first religion, but he's got the second one, and so now this becomes a holy city and starts pumping out culture. So now he's actually going to push back the borders with Tsar Yakub down here. Yeah, the one thing I'll mention is if by some chance you would miss the ending, then don't worry, it'll get recorded, it'll be a highlight, it'll be saved. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, I don't know where Victoria's sending this settler. That's not a good place for a settler to go. And apparently she agrees because she's decided to turn around and walk the settler back in the other direction again. Okay, good decision there. Good thinking. Let's see. Mao has produced a settler now. We're going to keep an eye on that, where that one goes. Zara, does he have another settler out on the board yet? I don't think so. By the way, note that the barbs have started to pop up, so we'll be seeing some of them wandering around from place to place. And no one else is... Well, a lot of people working on pottery. Elizabeth's going for bronze working. Bronze working is almost never a bad choice. Where are the copper resources? Let's just take a look at that. I did not try to balance the map for resources. Let's see. So Elizabeth has no copper. She does, well, there's copper up there she has access to. She has iron down here. Mal has copper at his capital, so he's well set for that. Zara has iron, but no, I guess there's copper over there. Once again, iron here for Hammurabi, but he doesn't have copper. Victoria had better get that iron or she's going to be in trouble. And Pericles, he'll probably claim this. He should be able to claim this iron, I think. And here's what the map looks like in terms of borders so far. A lot of tension down here. Large areas right here and right here that are kind of unclaimed, and then a whole mess in the middle between different AIs. So, Zara being lining theology, perhaps, maybe so. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to found a religion. He's a pretty religious, intense AI. He tends to like religion quite a bit. I actually didn't suit up for this game. Thanks for mentioning. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Well, not doctor's. I was at the dentist this morning, and so I just went straight from there, came back, and started streaming. I didn't want to go into an appointment looking like a total slob. So anyway, there should be some more settlers coming out from the different civs. Let's see. All right, so Hammurabi just finished a settler. We got to keep an eye on that. Mal has a settler out on the field somewhere. Where is it? I know he built one. Oh, there it is. All right, so let's just watch where this one goes, shall we? Turn on the resource tab again. Yeah, he should probably try to claim something over here because there's some good land over here. That spot would not be terrible right there on top of the hill because it's a plains hill tile. How about Hammurabi? Where's his settler going? I guess we can come back to that later. Nothing too interesting being researched right now anyway, either. Alright, so he chose to plant there. That's not a bad spot at all. That actually brings the horses into the second ring, so that's very defensible. This is a good spot for a city, and I really like it because it stakes his claim to this part of the map, too. Now, granted, probably no one else is going to be over here. What would be even better is trying to claim land up here to block off Zara and stop Zara from getting this land, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let's see, Elizabeth, there's her settler, so she is going for this region over here, the sheep, horses area. How about Pericles? Does he have a settler out yet? No, he's almost got one done. And Victoria, because she's imperialistic, can probably... Oh, so she does have her second city down. Alright, she picked this spot here. I should have noticed that. This is not a very good spot for a city at all. There's no food. See, like, there's no food here. Like, what makes this a bad spot? There's no food. It's desert and water tiles and hills. I mean, this city is never going to be able to grow very far. This city is probably capped at, like, size 5 until you can spread irrigation late in the game, and there's no fish there or anything like that. So yeah, not a good place. A waste of an early city. And anyway, here's Zara's. Zara's got a settler out. Looks like he's sending him south, and he's building Stonehenge, which he doesn't need because he's creative. And here's Hammurabi's settler. Let's keep an eye where he's going. All right, so he picked this spot. That's also a pretty terrible spot. I don't know why he wants this one. He can't even see that oil resource because it's too early in the game. That's also terrible. That's just as bad as Canterbury. So, yeah, Dur, Kurragalzu, and Canterbury are pretty terrible. Alright, looks like the only settler out right now is Zara's, so we'll keep an eye on this. Pericles is going to have one out soon, too. And it looks like he's heading south to contest with Mal. That's a smart decision by Zara. I mean, I know he's just lucked into that because the AI doesn't think about this, but it's a good play. Anyone else building a wonder? No. And Pericles has just finished a settler, so we'll watch where that's going in a second. No, looks like Zara's the only one building this. Now, does he have stone? No. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at all this production he's got. He's got a Plains Hill mine, a Plains Hill forest, which he should mine. And, yeah, so he's going to finish Stonehenge. That'll get him a great profit, so we'll see what he does with that. Trying to get his unique building in every city. Yeah, that's a fair point. He doesn't need Stonehenge because he's creative, but it will get his unique building, the Stele, in every city. If you're curious about that, here's what that looks like. It's the Ethiopian unique building, a monument that adds plus 25% to culture. He's not charismatic, though. All right, Lalibela. That is a... Actually, I think I like this spot for a city. Look at all these grassland tiles he's got. He's got the plains. It's a dry wheat, unfortunately. Dry wheat tile, not irrigated. But look at all these plains river tiles to cottage. That's very, very nice. yeah, certainly better than some of these other places. We did get a gold mine. Look at this gold tile mine. So that's going to help Hammurabi's science in the early going. Let's see where... Now, there was a Greek settler coming out. All right, here it goes. Looks like he's heading to grab these wines, and... Oh, boy. Pericles, what are you doing, man? What is with the AI? They love these coastal cities that have no food whatsoever. This one's not as bad because Pericles could split off the corn tile and use it in this city. Now, he's probably not going to do that because the AI doesn't do that kind of tile micro. But that's still a pretty bad spot for a city. Why not somewhere where there's food? I don't know. Who knows? Not the best spot, though. And I don't think we actually saw Coventry. This is a nice place for a city. Look at all the floodplains. It's got a sheep tile, although it does need to expand borders. She planted right on the horses, which is kind of a weird decision, but I don't think that Elizabeth had animal husbandry when she planted this, so she could not see the horse tile. Where's Elizabeth? She has it now. I don't think she did when she planted, because the AI does not normally plant on resources if they can see them. So anyway, that's where we stand right now. Look, the copper's already connected for Mao. He can already build axemen. He's already got one walking around. And it looks like Victoria is going to found the next religion. Look at this. She's going for monotheism, which would pop up here in Hastings, and we'd get another world religion to play around with. Yeah, Mao. Wow, Mao. See, this is weird that Mao is going for religion. Mao's AI personality really doesn't care about religion at all. Like, he just does not care about religion. So I'm surprised he's going for a religious tech. Anyway, there's Stonehenge, 16.25 culture per turn, so he will get a great profit from this eventually in 50 turns if he doesn't do anything else. And yeah, he really should start putting down some cottages, but we've got quite a cultural turf war going on up here between Hammurabi and Zara. This is, by the way, this city's going to pop third ring borders in only 4 turns. A lot of cultural pressure up there. All right, but let's see. Victoria should found a religion here in Hastings between turns. Oh no, it went into Canterbury instead, and she picked Hinduism to be her religion. No, apparently she... so that's a little bit weird. Normally the odds are... What is it? Isn't it like 80? Isn't it like 4 and 5 that it would go in this big city? So that's kind of unusual. Very odd dice roll. The religious founding mechanic favors larger cities, so it's kind of weird that that would pop up in Canterbury. But anyway, Victoria now gets a really crummy holy city, basically. A really crummy holy city. Alright, so what's going on now? Someone should be building a... So Victoria should probably have another settler out sometime soon if she doesn't already. Because she is imperialistic, she builds them fast. Oh well, I don't see one now. She's going for a lighthouse for some reason. Well, not terrible. She's got the lake tile and a crab, so... Not awful, but could be better. Hammurabi's got another settler in production, although not close to being done yet. And his borders are going to pop. So there we go. We've got 3 competing religions now. Very interesting. So we're going to have 3 different religions. By the way, Elizabeth is in first place in score by quite a bit, although early game score can be deceptive. She's also hooked up her marble resource. Horses, marble, pigs, and sheep. And those health resources are not going to waste, because look at this, floodplains. Floodplains causing unhealthiness. She's in first place because she has the biggest cities by size. And that the religion actually is helping her. Look at that. She needs to hook up a happiness resource. Does she even have one? Oh, she's got silks for later. Yeah, she's going to need happiness. That religion's really helping her. Canterbury is the right choice. Yeah, it should be like the Christian holy city, right? By the way, I've been to Canterbury. Really neat city. Encourage you to be there if you have a chance to go visit. Definitely worth seeing Canterbury Cathedral. So anyway, here's Zara's of a lot of people finishing slavery tech. Finishing bronze working and swapping into slavery. By the way, this scout is going to get slaughtered by the barbarians, unless he can manage to escape. Oh my god, how is he still alive? Oh, he actually got attacked by the barbs and survived somehow. Alright, can this guy survive? He's got 2 archers right next to him. Nope! Deleted. He got wrecked. So much for that poor scout. Anyway, so we should start seeing cities number 4 coming out. Alright, so like Pericles has already tossed out city number 4. This is why I didn't favor... Oh yeah, by the way, this is my Civ. See, this is the Observer Civ. I have to be in the game to see what's going on. So yes, good question, Voldemort. Yes, that's the Observer Civ. I have to be in the game to watch. Pericles has tossed out city number 4. His city spots are just terribly chosen, though. Like, this land sucks. So, one reason why I didn't pick Pericles is, like, he's got all this land, but if he doesn't know what to do with it, does it even matter? Arguably not. Hammer has been boxed in pretty good, but he does have another settler. So, let's see where this settler goes, shall we? And it looks like he's sending it into the tundra, which is not a very smart decision. How about Zara? What's he up to? Building archers, building more archers. He really seems to like his archers. He doesn't seem to be doing that much. How about Mao? Well, Mao is building the Great Wall, historically appropriate for China. Does he have stone? He does. So the stone will speed that along. Gets the double production bonus. He probably should just be building more settlers, but he'll build the Great Wall. There's enough barb activity down there. It might even be helpful. Who knows? Maybe it'll even help him out. Alright, so here goes Hammurabi's settler. Oh, and here we have our first religious swap. Pericles has picked up the religion of Victoria. That means that they are predisposed to... They're going to like each other a lot. They even have similar peace weight. Wow, look at this. Another settler. Pericles, land grabbing. Land grabbing all over the place. Does difficulty improve the AI's land use? No, not really. They grow faster, they build stuff faster, but they don't actually... They're no smarter, basically. So, Pericles and Victoria should be off to good... Yeah, look at this. They're already pleased towards one another. By the way, Hammurabi and Elizabeth apparently hate each other. Look at this. -3 over religious divide. Annoyed. Quite a few. So this is a quick way to see the relations. You don't even need to see the numbers. Just look at the color. You know, blue is pleased, white is cautious, and the purple is annoyed. Red is furious, but nobody's furious yet. So let's see. Hammurabi bravely sending his settler up into the ice at the top of the map. I have no clue what he's doing. And Mao did in fact finish the Great Wall. So that means the Great Wall prevents barbarians from entering your borders, and it gives you a bonus to great generals. Shaka and his subtle diplomatic skills. Yeah, well, we'll see Shaka eventually. He is a fun character to have in the game, because he is such a loose cannon. And Pericles up to 5 cities. No one else has 4, and he has 5. So he is land grabbing all over the place. Look, he's got another settler in production. Boy, that bodes well for him long term. More land and more cities is very good long term, so he's using his creative trait pretty well. Well, peace weight is basically a way to have some AI leaders like each other and some AI leaders not like each other. It's not really good or evil. I just described it that way in my reports for sake of easiness of understanding. It's really just high peace weight or low peace weight, but it's easier for me to just say good or evil. So Mao gets classified as an evil leader because he has low peace weight, and Elizabeth gets classified as a good leader. She has very high peace weight. I think her score is 9. I believe Mao's is 1 or 2. So these two are going to be predisposed to dislike one another. The only way they'll be friends is if they share the same religion. Now that might happen because Christianity might spread over here. It is pretty close, but if they have different religions, they definitely will not be friendly. And by the way, here is the incredible city of Nippur, which is all tundra, basically. So, anyway. Yeah, Victoria is not really doing much. You would not think an imperialistic leader would get out expanded like this. Pericles is looking pretty good. He's picking up some high-quality land. I like Mao's position. I like Zara's position. I like Pericles. I do not like Victoria or Hammurabi. Elizabeth, if she gets out and starts founding more cities, but maybe she's been having trouble with the barbs down here, but she has been slow to expand, and she still doesn't have a settler for her 4th city, I don't think. Oh well. She's leading in score, but early game score leads can be deceptive. That doesn't always mean that much. Look at this Mao's. He's starting to build some units. The way you can tell when they're gearing up for war is see how debug mode tells you what the AI's mission is? These say AI city defense. When they start saying AI attack, that's when you know they're gearing up for war. Right here, Zara's got some archers that have the attack mission assigned, but I don't know what they're going to do, if anything. Still a lot of barbs running around causing issues for these AIs. Anyway, so we've got, look at this, we've got a new wonder. Temple of Artemis, good luck with that. Pericles does not have marble. That's one thing I don't like about the Pericles AI. Pericles loves wonders. He goes a little wonder happy in a lot of his games. Seems to be one of his problems. And Zara's got a settler, so let's keep an eye on where that one decides to go. Where? Oh, he's all right over here. Okay, that's probably a smart place to head. He's heading into the green area over here. Wants to grab these dyes. Let's see where. He's actually not even escorting it right now. Oh, there it is. Now it's being escorted. All right, so continues to move towards. We don't have any Barb cities on the map yet either, do we? Nah, none of the Barb cities have spawned yet. It's a good chance one will spawn later. A lot of bowmen being cranked out by Hammurabi, but I don't think he's going on the offensive just yet. Guess we'll see. All right, let's see where this settler's going. All right, right there. Not the greatest spot, but not terrible. We'll get a floodplains tile. It's got a lot of green tiles, a lot of grasslands. A little low on food, though. Yeah, archers are, if you're not familiar with Civ4, archers are defensive units in this game. They are not attack units at all. They really suck at attacking, but they give big bonuses to defense. You know, Mao has not really expanded that well. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten more cities out. He's still only on 3. Like, how many cities are we looking at? So that's 3 for Mao, 3 for Elizabeth. Again, so we all talked about how Mao and Elizabeth had all this territory to expand into. They're not expanding. They're kind of sitting there. Pericles is up to 6 now. Jeez. Pericles, man. Rexing all over the place. Zara's on 4. Hammer's on 4, although his cities kind of suck. And Vicky, the imperialistic leader, is on 3. Yeah, look at this. Pericles has kind of claimed all the land between himself and Victoria, which is not what you'd expect. Knossos, he's got an irrigated corn tile, so that's nice. Being creative, he'll also be able to push around Victoria's borders a little bit, although she's got a monument that's already doubled in culture. Well, I don't know what Pericles looked like in real life. I can show you what he looks like in this game, if you haven't seen him before. I don't know what he looked like in real life, but this is what he is in the game. Just like standard Greek features, basically. So yeah, Mao, you need to get some more settlers out. All right, he's got 2 in production. He's got to start building some of them. I mean, it helps that he has these axes, but if doesn't fight anyone early, it's not going to matter. Yeah, he's got a couple AI attack units down there. How does he feel about his neighbors? Hold on. Where's Mao? We can see how Mao feels about his neighbors. All right, he's annoyed with Elizabeth. He's annoyed with Victoria. He's cautious with everybody else, so he doesn't... Well, look at this. Elizabeth, not popular with others. Elizabeth's -3 with Hammer. Annoyed... See, like, here's the effect of peace weight, right? Mao and Elizabeth are 0 relationship, but they're already annoyed with each other because of peace weight concerns. Look at this. Pericles is -2. Victoria's -2. The only one who is, like... in positive numbers is, well, not even positive because it's 0, is Zara. Those 2 are like the only ones who get along. And anyway, we've done 50 turns so far, so it's time to get like a quick overview. Yeah, the Mao needs to pump out these settlers. That'll help him quite a bit. Oh, we've got, wow, these cities went down right back to back. Look at this. Borsippa and Warwick, oh boy. Elizabeth and Victoria, or not Elizabeth, Hammurabi and Victoria do not have the same religion, so they are not going to get along, especially not when they put cities down right on top of each other like this. I do not see this working out. One or the other is going to fight. They're going to declare war on each other at some point. Different religions, cultural overlap. Yeah, this cannot end well. I don't see this working well. Mao's playing Civ5 with his 3 cities. So let's get a quick overview, shall we? We'll look at the bar graphs here because we're on turn 50. All right, so GNP, it looks like Victoria and Elizabeth are the GNP leaders. Not a surprise because they're financial civs. In terms of production, it's pretty close, although Mao seems to be ahead. Elizabeth's a little bit behind. In food, Pericles is in first. Everybody else is grouped up. Zara's in last. No surprise there because Pericles has the most cities. Ooh, look at this. Power. Mao is in front by a country mile because he's got those axes and nobody else has axes yet. Culture, Zara's creative and Pericles is creative. They're ahead. No surprise there. Espionage. Well, espionage, the Observer Civ has like a gazillion espionage points from the Great Spies, and no one else has much of anything. York is top city. You can see the top city list. We've only had 2 wonders built thus far. Check out the research efforts real quick. So Elizabeth is making 27 beakers. Hammurabi's at 18. Mao at 26. Pericles at 16. Victoria at 20. So it looks like the leaders are right around 27. Although Zara's down at just 10. He needs to get his research act in gear. He needs to cottage some of these floodplains, not farm them. Look at this. He's got all these tiles he's not even using. Oh well, so that's where we stand 50 turns into the game. Warwick, okay. I know that there's a number of odd pronunciations. Zara's most cultured. Survivor 2 is hopeless. What's Hammurabi's middling? I believe he's like 6 or 7 on peace weight. I could look it up, but I'm not. He's definitely more towards the good side. He's like around 6, 7, or 8. He's definitely above average in terms of peace weight. Alright, so we finally got these settlers popping out from Mao. I'm curious as to where he's going to send them. How about Elizabeth? Is she ever going to build more cities? Well, she tossed this one down. This city kind of sucks, but it does claim land, I suppose. It gets her an iron resource. There's one floodplain after borders expand, but this city does kind of suck. The one good thing you can say about Elizabeth is check out the distance between her and Mao. She's gotten all of the disputed territory between herself and Mao. And like this territory over here, she'll be able to get later. So that is good for her. Early wars sometimes can be decisive, sometimes not. It just depends. Now I want to see where Mao sends his settlers. Alright, there's one of them. And he just built another one. Boy, he's got a lot of units too, but I think they're mostly defensive. Elizabeth adopts organized religion. A lot of people working on iron working, so they'll get iron in play. Alright, where is the settler now? Down here? Where did he move that to? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this settler is heading in this direction. He's got another settler too. Here's the other settler. So we'll just keep watching where these two go. Yeah, the AI always over-defends in this game. They always have more than need. Look at that. Now there's a settler there. Where's the other one? Alright, I don't know where he's moving these. There. Oh, okay, so he moved it from Shanghai down to Beijing, then he moved it back to Shanghai again. Weird. Very weird. There's also a huge race for the Oracle going on. Coventry's building it. Again, it looks like Pericles is still going for the Temple of Artemis. Boy, it's going to be close between Hammurabi and Elizabeth for this wonder. They're both pretty close. It probably comes down to who gets a forest chop on that wonder. Alright, that settler is still moving around. By the way, Zara's picked up another city too. And Zara's been converted to Christianity, so he has picked up Elizabeth's religion. And that's going to influence their diplomacy, so now they will like one another. Mao has not converted to a religion yet, so what religion spreads to China could be a pretty big deal. Alright, there's one settler heading in this direction, there's one heading in this direction. Okay, so that's a good city. Plains cow, or not plains cow, grassland cow, floodplains everywhere. That's an awful good city. Very, very nice there. Should have settled that earlier. Here's the other Mao settler, so we're keeping an eye on that. By the way, Victoria picked up Oxford, which is apparently an icy tundra city in this game. It does bring her marble, for what that's worth. And the Oracle race is, wow, really close. 2 turns here in Coventry, and 3 turns in Akkad. Boy, that's close. Very close. We'll see who gets it. There goes that Mao settler right into the middle of the map. And who built the Oracle? Looks like it was Coventry. Alright, so Elizabeth lands a wonder. What tech did she slingshot is the question. We can find out by looking at her tech tree. Looks like she picked up metal casting. That's kind of standard. The AIs like to go for metal casting. She's not industrious, so it's not quite as good for her, but always useful tech to have. That has now put Elizabeth back into first place on score. And we also have a Barb City that's popped up. So the borders are starting to get filled out. There's not too much more land to be claimed. Poor Borsippa is getting culturally crushed over here, by the way. No space whatsoever. It has a religion in it, but it's Hinduism, and Hammurabi is Buddhist religion, so he doesn't get culture from that. Wow, Hammurabi might be... Look at this, he's building units in all his cities. Look at this, sword, axe, sword, sword. That usually is a tip-off the AI is planning to go to war. So we'll see. And, oh yeah, there's still this settler that we're watching. The Mao settler, where it's... Alright, is he going to settle there? Because that's right on the border with... I don't think that would be a good place to put a city down. Not with the amount of cultural pressure that Zara's got right there. Interesting. Yeah, I think that we're going to see something happen up here. Oh, no, never mind. He swapped over to Buddhist temple, so maybe he's not going to attack. Oftentimes, the first war comes around turns about 80 or so, roughly speaking, because that's when the map is filled up. And the AI typically gets warlike when the map's been filled up with units, with cities. Yeah, who's going to take this Barb city, too? On deity difficulty, the Barbs get 4 archers to start, so they won't be taking that city anytime soon, but it will go down eventually. Alright, questionable plant here at Xi'an. Again, remember, Mao doesn't get free culture. He's right on the border. Alright, so Mao has joined the Christian club, so the leaders in the south are all now Christian. Let's look at the religious map real quick here. So Christianity is cities in white. That's the holy city. So Beijing was converted. Alright, so everybody down here in the south is Christian now. That's probably not enough to prevent conflict between Mao and Elizabeth, though. And then up in the north, Buddhism. Wow, Buddhism is still only in one city. And Hinduism is not widely spread. Christianity's been spread much more widely. Either due to dumb luck of spread or due to Elizabeth building missionaries. Keep seeing that happen. Yeah, I don't know about this city. That's going to be culturally pressured a lot from Addis Ababa. And Zara might be gearing up for war. Look, he's building a lot of military. Sword, axe, sword. Who would he go after if he... Who does he like the least? Who is his worst enemy? Zara. He kind of likes everybody except Victoria. Would he actually go after Victoria? Maybe. Zara will declare war at pleased. Look at this. Alright, so it looks like Zara and Hammurabi share a similar peace weight, because look at this. They're -2 and they're still pleased. Hard to believe, right? They're -2 and they can still have pleased relations, but that's peace weight for you. And similarly here, Elizabeth is +2 with Mao and she's still annoyed with him. Same thing here. Even with the shared religion, they don't like each other much. Alright, wait, what's the +5? Is that... That's Victoria and Pericles. Alright, because they have the shared religion. That makes sense. That makes sense. As you would expect for an AI Diplo situation. Boy, he got a lot of units walking around over here, Zara does. He's kind of out of... He's actually running out of space to expand too, though. Well, most of the map's been claimed now. The only open area is down here, and in the southern tundra there's still a little bit of space, but that's about it. I guess there's technically a race for the Temple of Artemis, but Sparta's probably going to get it. Temple of Artemis is one of the worst wonders in the game. No. But I guess someone will build it. And Elizabeth is still fighting barbarians. She needs to get a move on. She needs to settle the remaining good land down here. She is building a settler. See if she puts that down. Even Mao's building the Temple of Artemis. What's going on? Why does everyone want the Temple of Artemis? So, nothing too... Oh, Mao's about to finish Code of Laws. When he finishes Code of Laws, he's going to found his own religion. I wonder if he'll swap to that and away from... I wonder what he's going to found, first of all. Probably Confucianism, but it could be Taoism, too. What's he going to choose to pick? He went for Judaism, interestingly enough. This is actually the Code of Laws religion, so it would be Confucianism in a normal game. I wonder if, if he sends his missionary to Beijing and converts the city, he'll probably swap, and then he'll be on a different religion from Elizabeth and Zara, which would make things, well, make them predisposed not to like each other again. Here's another Pericles city founded on top of iron. Does he have iron working, just out of curiosity? Because normally, as I said, normally the AI doesn't... Yeah, he does have iron working, okay. Yeah, I guess he just chose to settle on the iron resource for some reason. As I said, normally the AI doesn't do that. Vicky's going for the Great Lighthouse. That's a good wonder for her. Most of her cities are coastal, so that would be helpful for her. Hammurabi's gearing up to claim this spot, the silver in the tundra. And for the most part now, we're waiting for the AIs to do something interesting, to go after a war, to pick a fight, something like that. They're being a little bit quiet at the moment. Not that much going on. Oh, by the way, here's the first of many requests to sign open borders, which I will say no to over and over again. He is not popular, is he? Worst enemy of 3 different AIs. And he has converted his capital, so expect to see Mao swap to Judaism at some point, because the AI has a huge preference to run self-founded religions. Oh, by the way, check this out. Sipar. Another city, well, at least as a fish tile. Once he pops borders, he'll be able to get some food going, but otherwise not too good. By the way, Victoria's going for construction tech, so she'll be able to build catapults when that's the take. Resource indicators, I turn on and off depending on whether it's easier or harder to see. Like look at Canterbury right now. You can't read it because there's a ivory tile in the ivory resource in the way. So I will swap them on and off periodically. Anyway, Elizabeth has just thrown down 2 new cities, Liverpool, which is actually surprisingly good because of the fish resource, and then Dover over here. which is a lot of floodplains, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, Elizabeth finally getting some more cities going. Zara has picked up a city over here too. Deborah Berhan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This city has no food at all. Not a great spot either. I guess he can work that tile, grassland tile, but anyway. Claiming more city. And then Mao has gotten this city, Chengdu, down here. So the map is starting to get filled up. This Barb city is still holding strong for the moment. So, great lighthouse in production. Hammurabi's done, Monarchy Tech, that's what I'm looking for. He's building some more units up here. Is he gonna, yeah, here's his settler, so he's gonna plant by the silver resource. There it is. And Hammurabi's mostly out of land at this point. I mean, he's got the silver. This is why a lot of us picked him to be the first one to die, because he just doesn't have a lot of room. He's actually done decently with what he has, but he's at about the limits of what he can get peacefully. He's going to have to go to war to get more. Who's going to build the Temple of Artemis, I guess, is the next question. Probably Sparta. It's not a very good wonder if you haven't played Civ4 a lot. And Zara has swapped religions now. He's gone away from Christianity. He has now joined Hammurabi's religion. Interesting. So he is not running the same religion as Mao now. Mao now. This poor city is still getting pressured. I don't think he's ever going to get... Well, he might eventually get control of that tile, but it's not going to come anytime soon. Yeah, Vicky's going for construction. I mentioned that before. I think she just finished the... Yeah, she just finished the Great Lighthouse. But Victoria's out of room to expand too. She might be the first to die. She only has 5 cities. She's not doing very well at all. I guess we'll wait and see though. A lot of people building units. I don't know if that's going to turn into anything though. So we're at the point of the game where the map's mostly been filled and we're kind of waiting for the AIs to start picking their conflicts, which they generally start to do at roughly this point in time. Mao has he's got a decent number of cities, but his territory is in a really awkward shape. Like a really weird shape. Look at that line. So there's great profit from, no, it's not from, oh, it must be from, wait, who got the great profit? Oh, it was from the Temple of Artemis. Duh, that's right. The Temple of Artemis gives you great priest points. Pull up the Diplo. All right. No problem. Here's Victoria. Oh, no, all right, so this is how Victoria feels about other civs. Here's how other civs feel about Victoria. Cautious with Elizabeth. Cautious. They can declare war at cautious. Vicky's pretty safe from Pericles. I don't think that Pericles will declare war at pleased. I'm reasonably confident he's a leader that will not declare war at pleased. But everybody else could attack her. Everybody else is fair game. So I wouldn't say that Victoria is safe by any means. She certainly could come under targeting by one of these guys. A lot of people going for monarchy tech right now. So let's look at how many cities everybody has, shall we? Because it's turn 75. It's a good time to look at that. 1000 BC. Hammurabi has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities. Victoria has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. Zara has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's out of room to expand like most others. Pericles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cities. Looks like he has the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Elizabeth. And Mao has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. Mao and Elizabeth still have room for a little bit more expansion. And I guess Pericles, if he goes down this coast. Pericles has a fair amount of cities. I'm not sure that he is, they're all the highest quality, but look at this. He's leading in score, and he's got a lot of cities. He's got good potential for future setup. He's in good shape. He's definitely in good shape. But the real question is, where is the first war declaration going to pop up? Because it's probably not going to be too much longer before we see that. Elizabeth just founded the Christian shrine, so now she'll be getting gold for her religion. That's in Nottingham. So she must have been the one who got that great profit, because she turned it into the Christian shrine. I'm trying to watch and see if I can spot a war declaration coming. Pericles is probably focused on these barb cities. Like, he's building units, but he probably just intends to attack the barbarians. He's a quite peaceful leader himself. Mao is working on Chichen Itza already. Zara might be getting ready to attack. He's got quite a few units, and he's building more. The question is, does he form them into an attack stack anywhere? He's got to put them together. Vicky's building catapults, which is typically a sign that the AI is planning something. Not always, but they usually... I mean, catapults are really only useful... I guess you can use them defensively, too. But they're generally useful offensively. Oh, there we go. Here's our first war deck, and I missed it. Look at that. Mal has declared war on Elizabeth. Alright, so... action's begun. Game is underway. Remember how I said typically around turn 80 they first declare war? And there it is, turn 80. Alright, let's add it to the broadcast description, so we gotta keep track. War declaration count 1. One of the things we're tracking for today's game. Alright, so what does he have? He's got City Raider Axe, a Chariot, and 3 Spears. So this is probably not going to do that much. He can win this, but he's got to get a little bit lucky. He can win this if he's got to get lucky on the attack. This is actually a pretty big deal whether he captures this city. If he can, a lot depends on what happens with this axe. Let's see what happens. No, he actually didn't attack at all. Okay, so chooses to do nothing on the initial turn. Chooses to do nothing. Here comes 2 more, an axe and a spear pair. Nottingham with its 50% defense, walls, and big culture. This city is not going to fall, period. Newcastle, though, this city could be in some trouble. We should look at what military tech the two sides have as well, just real quickly. So Mao is the aggressor. He has ironworking, and that's basically it. He doesn't have horseback riding. Elizabeth, she's ahead of him in tech, you can see. She doesn't have any... Oh, Elizabeth's researching construction, so that could be interesting. Does she have ivory for elephants? No, she has no happiness resources at all, interestingly enough. Alright, so... is this stack going to attack Newcastle? What are they going to do? They decided to pull back. And here comes the first of many requests to join wars, which I will keep saying no to. She's not happy about that. See, I've got a -1 for her. Takes us down from plus 101 to plus 100. And here's another request for open borders. You'll see that throughout the game. They just love to make requests. Alright, so the attackers for Newcastle have moved back. Oh, Speaker the Lionhearted. It's amusing. Speaker's namesake. They named that after Speaker because he helped work on Beyond the Sword. Now it's up to 4 spears, a chariot, and 2 axes. Newcastle better get some more units in here. That's not going to go very well. And Pericles is changed over to Hammurabi's religion for some reason. Don't know why he did that. I guess it's been converted. So Victoria now does not share a religion with Pericles. So now they're not going to like each other very much, are they? Where's Pericles and Victoria? Yeah, they were at +4. Now it's down to 0. Yep, so they're not going to like each other. But our focus is still up here in the combat between Mao and Elizabeth. No, we don't want open borders. Alright, yeah, Newcastle. Well, there's a Christian missionary, but I don't think this city can hold against this attack. I think this city's going to fall. I think there's too much here. What if I accepted? Well, I'd probably go back and just reload to the previous turn. Yeah, I think the city's going to fall here. There's not enough on defense. Let's find out. No, oh, it holds. Look at this. It holds with a 0.4 archer, but it's still going to fall in the inner turn. Even if the sword finishes, it's not going to be enough. That city's going to fall. And then look at this. Axe, chariot, spear. Ooh. Nottingham's too well defended. This city's not falling anytime soon. Look at all the stuff in there. Plus 50% defenses. Nah. Mal's going to need catapults to be able to break through this city. Going to need a... But Newcastle should be his. Yeah, there it is. Again, a close battle, but did win it. Apparently a spear... Oh, no. Alright, so what happened there was... Oh, we got a great general was born. Almost certainly to Mao from that fighting. Yeah, he's got the Great Wall, so he gets the Great General bonus, although only in his own territory. There was also an attack on Nottingham, which failed. All the units that attacked at Nottingham failed. Now, the real question is, will Elizabeth counterattack and retake Newcastle? If she does that, then she can actually come out ahead in this war. Mao is going to need construction tech to do anything, because he needs catapults to get through the walls of Nottingham. If he doesn't have them, then he's not going to be able to do anything. So we will see. We shall see. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Up, up, up! Look at this! I see an attack stack spotted. What do we have here? We have a bunch of swords and axes and an archer. Okay, he's got about 8 or 9 units there. I see another attack stack. So Zara is probably going after somebody here. And Elizabeth wants open borders. Yeah, they're going to ask for that a lot. Looks like Elizabeth is not prioritizing going after Newcastle. So now looks like he's going to pick this up. Also, Islam's been founded in a distant land. Who just founded that? I'm sorry, I missed that notification. Who got this one? Hammurabi. He's never going to swap away from Buddhism, so that religion's not going to do anything in this game. That's a non-issue. So who does Zara really hate? Well, I think he hates Victoria, from what I've seen. Zara. Where is Zara? Let's see. No, this is how Zara... He doesn't like Elizabeth, and he doesn't like Mao, apparently. Well, he's attacking somebody. I think he's going after Victoria, maybe? I guess we'll have to find out. Where is his stack going? It's going after Victoria, so here we go. Zara has declared his first war. I don't know if this attack's going to succeed, though. Well, that's a lot of City Raider swords. I don't know, it's a lot of City Raider swords. We'll have to find out. Alright, so that's our second war of the game. Zara against Victoria. Anything going on this? No, Mao is reinforcing Newcastle. He's defending his conquest so far, and I don't know what Elizabeth's doing. Healing up. Oh, Elizabeth's the one who got the Great General, because she has a Great General chariot for some reason. Alright, let's see. So what do we have? We got swords, a couple axes, 3 axes, 2 archers, and this city has... does not have any axes, so this city should fall, actually. There's no axes to defend against the swords, and the swords have City Raider. I think that city's going down. Oh, it survives with 1 axe, 0.5 health. Well, it's going to fall now. Even with the axe reinforcement being built, that city's going to fall. Wow, Mal's piling up units inside Newcastle. That city's not going to be retaken anytime soon. Elizabeth not looking too good. The 2 English ladies. England not looking so good. Alright, there it goes. So, Zara picks up the second city conquest of the game in Warwick. Warwick? I think people said, we got the mention in the chat that it's Warwick. Close enough. It's the League of Legends champion is Warwick. That's all I know. Alright, so what's going on over here? They're skirmishing along the border, but not too much going on. That means Victoria only has 4 cities left. She is in a bit of trouble here. What's her resource situation? Not good. Oh, she is still getting iron. Wow, she is lucky that she has this iron in range. If she loses that tile, or if the iron gets pillaged, she will not be able to build axes. She does have construction tech, though. But Victoria's dropped to last place in score. That is concerning for her. That and the fact that Zara didn't really lose that many units. He lost a couple, but he didn't really lose that much. So he is in pretty good shape. And you don't want to be fighting a war like this when you have 4 cities and you're up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with Warwick. So she is outnumbered in terms of production. Very interesting. So we're going to keep an eye on the 2 war fronts. Now, the real question is, what if Hammurabi tried to get involved? Oh, hello. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, that is very, very bad for Elizabeth. That is very bad for Elizabeth. The AI does not handle 2v1 situations very well at all. Not well at all. Well, that's our 3rd war. Well, if you had Elizabeth in first to die, it's starting to look a lot better right now. Pericles. I didn't think he had it in him. He's such a peaceful leader. He's researching construction and going after Elizabeth. That is not good. Warwick should be in the jungle? Yeah. Oh, Elizabeth, you had such a good starting position, but both of your neighbors have attacked you now. So, yeah, she'd better hope that these cultural defenses hold out, which I think they will, by the way, because she does have this plus 60% defenses, but there's a lot of chariots, and they don't get they don't get the defensive bonus. Still, this could just turn into a war of attrition. It's just a matter of time until Pericles finishes construction, starts building some catapults, and brings them down here. Mal does not have construction tech yet, does he? I don't think he does. Nah, wow, he's not even close. He needs to research math and construction. Mao always falls so far behind in tech in this game. Yeah, Victoria has construction tech as well, but I'm not sure it's going to help her. What about Zara? Does he have construction? I don't think he does. Construction's a really... Yeah, he doesn't have it, but he can research it. Alright, so we'll keep an eye. It looks like they're still skirmishing up here. That city's pretty well defended, though. I don't see that being recaptured. Alright, let's keep an eye on Pericles. He's got this initial attack. Is he going to suicide into Nottingham? Well, he attacked. He lost a lot of units. That attack did not go well for Pericles at all, because he didn't really scratch Elizabeth, and he lost quite a few units there. See, he needs catapults. You just can't defend. You can't take these cities that have such high defenses until you get catapults. So this might be a meat grinder for Pericles here. Yep. And see, he asked me to join the war, which of course I'll say no to. So, I mean, they killed a couple units, but not enough. And yep. Chichen Itza was just built by Mao, so he gets plus 25% defense in all cities. Elizabeth did get another great general. That's her second great general already. But again, this might just be weight of numbers. So Pericles' attack failed spectacularly. He did almost nothing with that initial attack. What a way to waste units. Build some catapults, dude. That's what you need. What's going on up here? They're skirmishing, but there's no big death stack that's been formed. Keep an eye. Let's see where Zara's units are moving. Oh, yeah. I bet you urgently want my help. All right. So there's another stack forming over here from Zara. Great general has been born. Great prophet has been born. Why am I not joining the war effort? Well, I'm the observer, Civ. Not my job to join wars. So yeah, if Elizabeth can marshal, if she can get peace with one of her two opponents, Elizabeth might be okay. But she can't fight a two-front war. She's got to get peace with one of the two, ASAP. And so then we still have Hammurabi just doing his thing up here. You know, he can still get involved at any point. All right, yeah, Zara's gathering for another attack. I don't know if it's going to work, though. He needs construction as well. See, all of Victoria's cities have city walls, so nothing's going to happen unless Zara gets catapults. By the way, what's going on with... Let's check the power chart. We should do that. I haven't looked at the power chart. All right, so yeah, look at it. See when Pericles attacked? How his attack kind of failed spectacularly? He's already rebuilt, but he lost a lot of units there. And Victoria is low person in power. Yeah, the AI will do a lot of ramming units into city walls and just achieving nothing. That's pretty commonplace. Alright, is Pericles... Yeah, he's doing the same thing again. Like, Pericles is building a lot of units, but until he gets catapults, they're just going to keep dying. The good news for him is he just finished construction tech, and he should have some catapults in production. Yeah, he's got a couple. One. Better than zero. He's building the Hanging Gardens, but I think Hammurabi's going to beat him to the Hanging Gardens. By the way, check this out. 918, 918. Pericles and Mao tied for score. Going at it in terms of score lead. Alright, so Zara, again, is pushing a new force forward, but again, he's not going to do much against... Well, wow. What the heck? London has 2 archers and a chariot on defense. Victoria, where are your units? Get some units, girl. She has 2 archers and a chariot in here. But she'll have more units by the time these get here. Again, Zara can't really do anything until he gets construction. He's going to need that to make any progress. Deity is the highest, yes. Second highest is called Immortal. It's tradition that Deity is the highest. Although in Civ4 had Cid difficulty for Sid Meier as its highest difficulty. So Pericles again had another army slaughtered there without achieving anything. Poor Pericles, boy. Here comes a new attack, but Coventry also has 60% defenses, so I don't foresee this going any better. I mean, we'll keep an eye on it, but they can pillage tiles, but they're not going to capture any cities. Not until they have catapults. Oh god, I never updated the broadcast description. Thank you. No one told me that. You guys got to mention if I forget to update the broadcast description. Oh god, I never upgraded the
We gotta make America happen, bro. You're not gonna be super welcome
Hot Tub
there,
Time
but we
Machine.
should totally go.
Hot Tub Time Machine 2 is the first laugh-out-loud comedy of the year.
Don't mess with the winning formula, huh?
Hot Tub Time Machine 2, rated R.
I totally wish I got money from that ad playing. Sadly, I do not. Alright, everything looks good, right? Alright. So, where were we? Yes. Wow, Mal just took a big drop in... No, he didn't take a big drop. Pericles got a big gain in power. He finished a tech, that's why. Alright, yeah, I was watching this attack on Coventry. I don't expect this to go very well, but... Yeah, that did not go well, as expected. See the archer... See how there's damaged axes and archers? That means they defended and won a battle, is what that means. Yeah, so Elizabeth's still under siege, but, you know, she hasn't really lost that much yet. She lost Newcastle, but, you know, this isn't that critical of a city. She's hanging in there, overall. The other big story is, oh, look what we have inside Victoria's territory. She has just picked up machinery tech, and now she has crossbows, and crossbows are not really that scared of swords. This is going to be awful for Zara if he attacks. He needs to not attack. Don't attack, Zara! Wow, he actually didn't attack. I'm surprised. He actually turned around and didn't attack. But yeah, Victoria looks like she's managed to stabilize for now. She already, because she has machinery and she's going for engineering, which will let her build castles. It's AI Survivor 2, but that's I'm not going back and changing it for that. I'm not gonna change that. I'm not familiar with Starbound. I actually have not heard of that before. But if it's like Terraria, I can't say I really was interested in Terraria, but perhaps it's something a little bit different. Here comes well, another stack up here, and more failed attacks on Elizabeth. All right, where are the catapults at? Everybody's finished construction. Everybody's like finishing construction tech though, so we should be seeing catapults coming out. Well, here's a catapult under construction. Yeah, he's like, screw it, I'm going home. Maybe not, though. He just turned around and walked right back again. I mean, that's what he should do. I don't know if it's what he will do. I think Zara finished construction tech, though, so... What, he finished something? What did he just finish researching? I'm curious. No, he finished calendar, not construction. Alright, so Zara's not going to be able to do anything. He should just sign peace right now if he were smart. Because he's not going to be able to do anything in this war until he gets cats. Alright, so that's yet another attack on Nottingham that failed disastrously. Sorry, we cannot afford a war right now. Oh, we're up to turn 100. Wow. Turns have been going fast recently. Going kind of quickly. So, yeah, there was another attack on Nottingham that did not succeed. And Elizabeth's actually starting to pile up a good number of units in here. She's also, look at that, she's also got a horse archer. See the horse archer over there? So she's picked up another military tech, and she's going for feudalism. Once she has feudalism, that means longbows, and that means you're not going to see any English cities falling. But I wonder if she'll be able to counterattack at some point. Probably not as long as it's a two-front war. As I said, she needs to get out of this two-front war. Needs to sign peace with one of the two. Elizabeth does have catapults, though. I wonder if she could make a move on Pharsalos. I wonder. Anyway, up here, wow, Zara's just... Oh, Zara got hit by a catapult, so he's healing right now. Victoria attacked him with a catapult. She's got some more. So that war looks like it's in a stalemate right now. Since it's turn 100, let's check the bar graphs again, shall we? Alright, score, Pericles is in first, Mal's in second. GNP, Victoria is the clear leader in GNP. Production, Pericles is at the top, and Mal, they have the most cities, so that makes sense. Food, Pericles and Mal again, Vicky's in last, she has the fewest cities. Power, wow, Zara has been increasing in power quite a bit. Look at Pericles, all these drops in the bar graph when he keeps getting smashed. Victoria is finally building some units. What happened here? How did Hammurabi lose units? What did he do? He's not fighting anyone. Oh well. So that's pretty much what we want to see. Top cities, York is in first place. Size 13. Same thing for Athens. Who's going to get Hanging Gardens? That's going to be... Hammurabi's going to finish them, so he should get a nice score bump here. By the way, Zara, the popular pick to win, is only in 5th place right now. So, not doing that great. Unfortunately for Zara, he finally attacked, and it went about as horribly as you would have expected. Went just as badly as you would have thought. Alright, so Pericles has made peace with Elizabeth. That's big news. Well, that's good news for Elizabeth. Maybe she can send all these units that are right here. I wonder if she'll send them against Newcastle. She could certainly take it back if she sent her units over there. Oh yeah, Victoria did build a great lighthouse. Good point. That's helping her economy quite a bit. So Pericles did all that fighting and he achieved nothing. So yeah, that That was not a smart war by him. Didn't work out at all. He got nothing out of it. Elizabeth has asked me to declare war, and again I have to say no. Yeah, of course you want to open borders with me. You have the Great Lighthouse, duh. I mean, the trade routes wouldn't connect, but still. And Zara's force has now been completely slaughtered, as we knew it would be. He doesn't have catapults, so he can't do anything. But he did get one city. He did pick up Warwick. So he's got that going for him. So the main thing to watch now is probably this war. I wonder where Elizabeth's going to send. Is she going to go out to the Barb cities? Because she made peace with Pericles. She's not fighting him. No, she moved it back into Nottingham. So expect Mal to attack and get absolutely slaughtered here between turns. That's the most likely outcome. Let's see. And that is indeed what happened. Although I think Elizabeth actually attacked him and not vice versa, but it was still a slaughter. So yeah, Mal, this war might be starting to get turned around here a little bit, arguably. Well, Elizabeth's going to build the mausoleum? That would be a big, big pickup for her if she got that. That's one of the game's best wonders. Anyway, so the war continues between Zara and Victoria, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere right now. I wonder if Pericles is going to fight somebody again, because he's got a lot of units. Thank you, Pericles. No team killing, please. Yeah, so these two are still skirmishing, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And Hammurabi is still sitting on the sidelines. He's going for the Apostolic Palace, but doing it in a stupid city. Look at this. 2 production per turn. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, 2 settled great generals for Liz. Wow, you're right. She needs to get into representation. But that actually is her favorite civic, so I wouldn't be surprised. By the way, no one has built the pyramids yet. I know that that's kind of weird, right? But no one's built them. See? They're not here in the list. So someone will... This is awful late for the pyramids not to be built. Mal does have war elephants, though, so that's going to help him. He's got the ivory resource. He's got 2 ivory. And Elizabeth does not have ivory, so she can't counter those war elephants, even though she actually has construction tech. So unfortunate for her. She has feudalism now, though, so her cities are not going to be cracked anytime soon. Not with longbows. Zara's got going for construction. There it is. There's swapped into vassalage civic. Zara now finally has construction tech, so he'll probably start building some catapults. And these wars both seem to have stalled out for the moment. There are actually no industrious leaders in this game. Not in this particular game. Just the luck of the draw. I think that might be the only trait we don't have. So Mao is continuing to build more units. I just don't think he's going to achieve any success. Oh, he finally has a catapult, though. Look at this. See, he's finally got a catapult in there. So he will begin bombarding down the defenses, which will take forever, because he has 1 catapult. Anything going on up here? Not really. Zara is continuing to move around, but he's not going to achieve anything. Alright, Elizabeth does get the mausoleum. As I mentioned, that's a good pickup for her. And the defenses have been dropped from 60% to 56%, because he has fired 1 catapult shot. Expect Mao to sit there until he gets it all the way down to 0. No charismatic in this game. So Mao is finally doing what he needs to do, but it's going to take him a very, very long time. Oh, never mind. Or Elizabeth could attack out of this, or he could just attack and get absolutely slaughtered. I don't know if Elizabeth attacked him or he attacked Elizabeth. But actually Elizabeth attacked him, because Elizabeth goes first in turn order. Mal would have bombarded the defenses if it had been his turn. So Elizabeth just cleaned up his attacking force. Just absolutely slaughtered them. Pretty good defense by Elizabeth. I thought she was going to get run over when that war declaration came in, but she's defended quite well. Aside from losing the 1 city, obviously. Now, she has fallen all the way down into 5th place, but she's pretty close to the others. Doing a good job overall. Boy, this game's pretty evenly split. This is about as close a split as I've seen. Aside from Victoria being behind, everybody else is pretty packed together. This game is wide open for anyone to take this right now. And amazingly, these Barb cities are still sitting out there. Anyone could grab them. Hard to believe that they're still there, right? But they are. Jewish shrine is done. I can't even remember who founded that religion. That was Mao. This religion is not... Yeah, only 2 cities have this religion, so... Colossus is being built by... Yep, she's going for more of the water Remember, she is at war right now, but she's still going for it. Well, she's got engineering. She's got castles up. Like, this city already has a castle built, so it has plus 100% defense. And she's got pikes and crossbows, and she's now researching feudalism for longbows. I think she's going to be able to turtle for quite a while. I do not see anyone taking out Victoria anytime soon. She is, like, super defensive right now. And there it is. Good call. She finishes the Colossus. So she has both Water Wonders. Has the financial plus Colossus combo there. Have I played the Paradox games? No. I'm afraid that they never really held that much interest for me. I always preferred the Civ-type games a little bit more. But obviously good strategy games in their own right. Look at this. She's got a... Elizabeth has a... attack stack. Oh, Victoria wants this city. Yeah, this city will be auto raised because it's never grown. The rule on raising is if a city has ever hit size 2, it can be captured. If it's never hit size 2, it will be auto raised. So yeah, that one did get auto raised. This one is still around though. And who just built the Parthenon? Please be the Greeks. No, Babylon. That would have been thematically appropriate. By the way, Hammurabi working on Statue of Zeus, and that's one of the game's key wonders as well. I wonder where this group is going. I don't know what they're doing. And Elizabeth, she's got a fairly good stack in that city. Oh, well, this city is still being attacked. Actually, it's not that well defended right now. It's still, so there's just been constant fighting around Nottingham ever since this city first came under attack. There is a catapult there, but only one. I've actually never played Heroes of Might and Magic. Someday, perhaps, give it a try, but I've never played it before. Always too many other things. Alright, so here comes some catapults. See, 2 catapults. Unfortunately, it will probably take them 20 turns to knock down the defenses of York, which is the capital for Victoria up there, because London was already taken by Elizabeth. Alright, here comes a Mao stack. And finally, we see someone take the pyramids. He should probably go into representation from that. I believe that's his favorite civic. It should tell me. Pericles, yep, representation's his favorite civic. Thought so. And that's another attack. Doesn't seem like it's... Oh, well, here comes the catapults. I still don't think swords are going to do very well against longbows, but I guess we'll find out when they get up there. Yeah, those units got slaughtered. Here comes another group. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work, Zara. I think you might want to back off and develop for a while. These attacks don't look like they're going to succeed. Oh, anyway, so here comes an English counterattack. Here's our first chance to see the English on the offensive. They're going after Newcastle. There is a catapult here, bombarding. So Nottingham is under siege and Newcastle is under siege simultaneously. You can see both of them are being attacked. Well, that's unexpected. Thank you, Giraffa Gaming. That I was not expecting. So Pericles has decided, I'm done with Elizabeth. I'm going to go after Victoria instead. Oh boy. That's a lot of catapults. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 catapults there. That's not good. If you wanted Victoria to win this game, that is not good for you. If you have Pericles, though, that's very good news, because if Pericles can absorb Victoria, he will be the game frontrunner by a mile if he can do this, especially if he can get London and grab the Great Lighthouse and the Colossus. He'd be the frontrunner by a mile if he could get that city. All right, so they're going to take a while. I mean, it's going to take a while to get through Hastings' defenses, but once those catapults go to work, eventually they'll take the city down. We also have the sieges going on down here. Newcastle's being bombarded. Oh, wow, the siege at Nottingham was broken. Looks like Elizabeth either attacked out or just defended. So Nottingham's siege has been broken. That means Newcastle, the next target here. Pretty well defended, though. Mao's he's got longbows. He's got a war elephant. But, you know, if the catapults take out the defenses, probably not going to hold. And Zara's still running around pillaging tiles, if nothing else. What happened to his catapults? He's got one of them still alive. Oh well. Let's focus on this new attack here at Hastings. Yeah, see, he took the defenses from 100% down to 84. So if he sits there for another 5 or 6 turns, He should get it. Also, Hammurabi has the statue of Zeus. He is building up a lot of wonders over there. Alright, and Elizabeth... Oh, Elizabeth made peace, got her city back. So Elizabeth is back to square one. All that fighting achieved nothing. Mal did not gain anything. Got her city back again. Even still has walls, barracks, stable, granary. Alright, so Mal fought and fought and fought, but he did not get anything out of that war. Interesting. And now Elizabeth can go back to doing what she wants to do, which is to attack peacefully. That's her favorite thing to do. Pericles should have attacked Elizabeth. I don't know. I think that his decision to attack Vicky is pretty smart. It's usually good to go after the weakest targets. You know, you can pick off the weak targets and then you get stronger to fight those strong targets later. Yeah, so this city will be sieged for a little while, but once the defenses are down, I expect Hastings will fall. And that would be a pretty big pickup. Hi there, Boink Lasik. Yeah, down to 48% now. Well, now we don't have to split attention back and forth. We can just focus on what's going on up here in the north. So here comes a new Zara stack. I wonder if he'll now slip over here to Hastings, or if he'll try to focus on the capital. Guess we'll find out. We can just focus right here. This is where all the fighting's taking place. Pericles moves before Zara in turn order. So Zara always moves after... let's see, what's the turn order here? It's alphabetical order is turn order. So Pericles would move first, then Victoria, then Zara. If you're curious about what order, if you're curious about what order they move in. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Sometimes the wars are really decisive, and sometimes just nothing happens. That was an example of a war where nothing... Oh, well, there is one lasting effect, and that is that if you check the relations, is that Elizabeth now hates Mal. They will never... Well, they share the religion, but even with the shared religion, they're still pretty angry. Elizabeth really hates Pericles, though. Look at that. She's annoyed. So the bridges have been burned. Let's just put it that way. You can see how much Victoria hates these two. So that's one of the big things it does, is it burns bridges, permanently, in diplomatic terms. All right, so... Ooh, oh, wow. Oh, my God. What just happened here? Vicky only has 2 units in her capital. What the heck? I mean, she damaged Zara's units, but she's only got 2 left. Well, that's still probably enough to defend, because this is on a... These are longbows on a hill in a city with plus 100% defenses, but that's just bizarre to see a capital with only 2 units inside it. Hi, Lemon. Welcome. Alright, so yeah, this city is 12% defenses. Probably one more turn to bomb them down, and then the swords will go in, and longbows or not, the numbers are just too strongly in favor of Pericles. That city will fall. There it goes. Alright, well, it is increasingly looking like Victoria will be the first one eliminated from this game. And Victoria did clean up Zara's attack, but because she was dealing with Zara, she did not have units available to deal with Pericles. Man, it's looking good for Pericles. He is starting to take over as the game leader right now. It's certainly between him and Elizabeth and Mal, those three. Mal's position is still kind of weird, though. Oh well. The problem with Mal is he's always so bad at research. He's really weak at researching. Anyway, though, we'll check the power graphs what that happened. Are really good player-controlled traits? It depends. The AI plays some traits well. You know, I think it has less to do with the traits and more to do with the AI personality. There are some personalities that tend to perform well and some that tend to perform poorly. I think that that's more of an issue than the traits themselves. We actually had philosophical trait do really well in the first AI game. No, I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a war count. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure I've marked it each time we've done a war. I mean, because we're at 4 right now, right? We're at 4 total. What did we have? We had Mal against Elizabeth. We had Pericles against Elizabeth. We had Zara against Vicky. And we had Pericles against Vicky. That's 4. I'm pretty sure we're at 4. I mean, those are the only wars that have been fought. So I think we're correct. Also, I think the chat would have pointed it out if I'd never picked up 1-1. Alright, so Pericles is healing up from that initial attack, and I'd assume he'll push on to Canterbury next. Canterbury does not have a castle in it, so it's only 60% defenses, not 100%. And Zara's still doing whatever with his units. Yeah, I bet you do urgently need my assistance, but it's not happening. Oh, look at this. Wow, okay, that I was not expecting. So we got a new war, Mao against Zara. Mao's pretty much just like, screw this, I'm tired of trying to fight Elizabeth, I'm going after Zara. And Zara's got a lot of his units up here in the north. So, let's see how Zara can respond to this. Mao's doubling down on the aggression. Where is he attacking from? Right here. Here's the stack. What does he have? Oh, that's a lot of units. He has 16 units in this group. It's horse archers and catapults. Horse archers and catapults. So this is, yeah, a lot of people picked Mao to win this game, and a lot of people picked Zara to win this game. So this is, a lot of people are probably hoping this goes one way or another. Yeah, alright, so he's going for Addis Ababa, which is not very well defended. Not very well defended. And Pericles looks like, oh, Pericles is getting ready to push on with his stack. I don't know if he's going to go to London, or York or Canterbury, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, but I think the main focus right now is on Mao. We'll keep an eye on Pericles, too. Alright, so yeah, he pillaged that tile and moved forward. Alright, well, these defenses, yeah, Zara needs to get more units in this city, like right now. But I don't think this city is going to hold. I think Addis Ababa is going to be captured. And that stack is still doing whatever. Still not close to a city yet. Oh, he just took out half the defenses in one turn. From 60 down to 30. Yeesh, that's a lot of catapults. Is this city on a hill? No, this city is not on a hill. So the longbows will not get the hill defensive bonus here. Well, if either one of these leaders takes out the other one, they'd be in a very strong position. Because they both have good land. Both Mao and Zara have good land. It's just who could, like, tip the scales. Alright, Addis Ababa, the defenses are gone now. But Zara, look, wow, Zara has put a lot of units in that city. Unfortunately for Zara, by the way, Elizabeth, nice little wonder for her. And who got Shwedagon Paya? That was Babylon, of course. Babylon just built every wonder. The problem for Zara is a lot of the units in this city are catapults, and they don't get defensive bonuses, so they're almost useless when defending. But he does have some, he's got longbows, he's got some spears. I don't know, I'm not sure if this city is going to fall or not. This is going to be close, I think. I think it's going to be close. And up here, Pericles is getting set to put York under siege. So he'll be there for quite a while, dealing with the defenses. I don't know, let's find out, shall we? Oh, what happened? Well, it looks like Mao got the better of that, because he's got way more units still alive, but Zara does have reinforcements moving in. The big thing is, remember, Mao moves before Zara in turn order, so that's good for Mao. A lot of his horse archers look like they won and promoted. Now, he did lose almost all of his catapults, because he sent the catapults in first, followed by the horse archers, so he lost his siege, but his horse archers mostly seem to be alive. Anyway, hey there, Nerps. One turn of bombarding only did 12% of the defenses, so that's going to take a while. But Pericles does have reinforcement stacks he's working on. Alright, I think this city is going to fall. The question is, can Mao hold the city after he captures it? Alright, so the city does indeed fall, but it's not that well defended. Zara may be able to take this back. Oh, and there's the Apostolic Palace. Wait, no, it's... Yeah. Wait, who built that again? Hammurabi or Zara? One of the two of them built it. Greece. What the? Greece built it? I wasn't expecting that. Alright, there it is. Athens. Yeah, Athens has got it. Okay. Huh. Was not expecting Pericles to build that wonder. Interesting. Well, anyway, so Mao takes over the first city. Zara really needs to make peace with Victoria. I guess he's not even attempting to attack Victoria. And by the way, here is a second stack from Pericles. So he's going to siege up York, and he's going to siege up Canterbury, too. So a good start to this war from Mao. And it looks like... It does not look like Zara's going to challenge this. He's just leaving him alone. Which is exactly what Mao needs. He needs to heal up in this city. That's exactly what he wants. Yeah, Zara, not looking too good for him here. He can't really afford to lose any more cities. Because if Mao can, start to snip these off, Mao is going to be in a really good position. What's going on up here? Alright, just more bombarding. We'll watch this front for a turn. Alright, so Canterbury just lost 20% of its defense, or 16% of its defenses. York's down below half. Just a matter of time. Oh, look at this. The AI actually did something smart. There's a medic unit here to help these units heal faster. Victoria's been hitting them with catapults. She's also building horse archers because I think she lost her iron. Yeah, she lost her iron. Oh, she lost her iron when Hastings fell, so she can't build, she has no copper or iron, so she's stuck to building horse archers. I was wondering why she was building so many horse archers, but that's why. Alright, Mal is continuing to press forward. These are mostly pillaging units, by the way, these horse archers. But he's sending them forward, tearing up the cottages, pillaging the roads. Lalabela looks like the next target. Looks like he attacked it, but didn't really achieve anything. Meanwhile, is Elizabeth going after this Barb City? Yes, Elizabeth has already conquered the Barb City down here in the corner and founded another city, so she is quietly expanding while this is going on. Don't count Elizabeth out of this game just yet. She is in first place, and her tech's going to be very good with that financial trait. Plus, she founded this city for some reason. Well, there's a clams tile there. So while this war is going on, there is action elsewhere, too. Meanwhile, the other... Unfortunately, Elizabeth can't say the same about Victoria. I don't think Canterbury is going to last much longer, and I don't think York's going to last much longer either. Lalibela looks pretty safe, but Addis Ababa looks pretty safe too. Pretty well defended. Actually, no, there's 3 catapults in there. That city's not well defended at all. It has 1 longbow. If Zara got serious, he could probably take it back, but I don't know if he's going to do that or not. Anyway, keeping an eye up here, because I think this is where the action's going to take place. Down goes Canterbury. That is a holy city. It doesn't have a shrine, but it is a holy city. Someone founded Taoism, but it's probably Hammurabi. Pretty sure it's him. Yep, there it is. That's such a late religion, it's not going to matter, though. 4 cows and 2 copper on Liz backdooring Pericles. Yeah, stealing all the resources in the territory between them. Yeah, she is still in first place, although she's going to be overshadowed by some of the other AIs if she doesn't get more territory eventually. Anyway, that attack still seems to be stalled out down there. Let's watch the action at the English capital. Nope. Well, Pericles attacked. Yeah, the Chinese are plotting against us. I'm sure they are. So Pericles attacked, and it didn't really go very well. He damaged all the units in York, but he didn't kill any of them. Look at that, they're all damaged. So that he probably should have waited until these units could come over from Canterbury to join in the attack. Look at that, there's a chariot with 0.0 health. Probably has like 1 or 2 hit points out of the 100. So yeah, right now it looks like Pericles, Elizabeth, and Mao are like the 3 competing. Victoria looks like she's gonna be the first one eliminated. I feel like it's just a matter of time. Hammer could win if he goes for culture though, because he's building up a lot of culture in his cities. Look at what he's doing here. He's got the Apostolic Palace. Look at all this bonus production. He's going to build Sistine Chapel. He'd have his chance if he goes for culture. I don't know if he'll do that, but he'll have a chance. Meanwhile, well, Mal just had a small stack wiped out, but he's reinforced. Wow, he's really reinforcing over here. That will be trouble when that group gets going. Here comes a new attack force from Pericles. Again, heading up for York, and York's defenses have not recovered, so there won't be much in the way of cultural defenses. Meanwhile, here comes a new Mal stack. It's all catapults, though, so could be defeated pretty easily. Anyway, Sistine Chapel and Hagia Sophia were both completed by Hammurabi. Yeah, Hammer's just enjoying the show. He's just building up here in the corner. I still think there's a good chance he'll be run over by someone later in the game, though, because he's just, he's not put himself in a strong position. All right, so yeah, Victoria, you just used her catapults to attack this stack, and she did some collateral damage, but she didn't really kill anything, so those units will have a chance to heal. Meanwhile, Mao is still moving forward. Keep an eye on him, too. No, he just moved back into his territory for some reason. Oh, hello. Well, this is an example of diplomacy taking place before the event logger. Guess who's at war with Mao Zedong? Yeah, that's right. Guess who just declared war on Mao? Looks like the English are back and they're pissed! Well, that's a... See how this game does turnarounds in, like, the fastest way? This game is can just surprise you. So Elizabeth is back for revenge. And now Mao, who just a second ago looked like he was in great shape against Zara, now Mao is the one who's in trouble. Because guess what units Elizabeth has? Oh, baby, she's got Knights. Knights are very, very strong units in Civ 4. They are by far the best unit in the medieval era. In fact, let's check where she is on the tech tree, because I'm curious. I know that her economy's been humming along. Really nice move on her part. Yeah, so she has guilds. She even has banking tech. Let's just compare her tech tree to... remember that she has banking too. Let's compare her tech tree to Mal's, because Mal tends to fall behind in tech. He's actually not that far behind. He's going for engineering. He can get guilds next. He's actually not that far behind. I thought he'd be further behind. So his situation's not that bad. How about Zara? Yeah, Zara is a little bit behind. Well, he's getting machinery tech when he'll finally be able to build maces. How about Pericles? He is going for engineering. He can build maces. He can build crossbows. Going for engineering tech. Can't build knights yet. And the last one, Victoria. She has... All right, well, she has guilds, but she can't build knights because she has no iron, no access to iron. She doesn't have Code of Laws for some bizarre reason, but she doesn't really need that. All right. Interesting, interesting. All right, so what do we actually have attacking here? Well, Shanghai is not especially well defended, but he does... Yeah, so that's why this stack turned around. It's coming back to defend Shanghai. There's not really that many units here, though. Not really that many English units. So, who knows? I don't know. This game just got crazy. I guess we should keep the focus down here. Hi, Dark Lord Jeff. We're a pretty good distance into this game, but we're still far from the conclusion. It's very much in doubt who's going to win at this point. It's very much up in the air. All right. Oh, Victoria managed to get peace with Pericles. Well, that's probably just delaying the inevitable, but good for her. She'll survive a little while longer. But on 2 cities, I don't see her lasting too long. Oh, by the way, Zara is still at war with her. Yeah, Zara never signed peace with Victoria. They are still at war, amazingly. If you want to see the total wars in the game right now, it's Elizabeth and Mao, Mao and Zara, Zara and Victoria, and Pericles is actually at peace now, because he signed peace there. Hammurabi's surviving surprisingly well. Yeah, I know, right? He's just SimCitying there in the corner. Zara is not doing great. Zara's performance has been subpar. I think we all hoped he'd do better. He's got to use this opportunity to recapture Addis Ababa while the fighting's taking place. Now, this city just finished a castle, though, so the defenses go all the way up to 115%. And it is also on a hill, so this is a very tough nut to crack. It's not going to be easy for Elizabeth to capture this. Also, she is bombarding with her 2 catapults, and that did all of 3% damage to that city. So, yeah, she's going to be there a while. And I don't know where this stack's going. Where is Zara heading? Who knows? Pericles... Yeah, Pericles could potentially make a move here. We'll see. It'll be up to him. He probably wants to build for a little while because he was just at war. As I said, Pericles is actually not one of the more aggressive AIs in this game. Tends to be more peaceful. Alright, so that was not good for Mao. What just happened is Mao just had a little stack cleaned up in Zara territory. This city is looking pretty vulnerable right now. As I said just a minute ago, it was looking good for Mao, but now it's not looking so good. And Elizabeth is... Oh god, she's got to bombard her way through 110% defenses. Oh god, please build some trebuchets to speed that along. Now she's... I mean, she can build them now. Oh boy, she's going to be there a long time. I mean, she could be here for like 30 turns bombarding the defenses. Well, maybe she'll build some more units, because she's only taking out like 3% every turn, if that. So, yeah, I wonder what Zara... Now I'm curious what Zara is going to do. Maybe Zara will bring some catapults over and help out. I wonder if he'll also look towards Nanjing, which has been ignored thus far. Oh boy, Pericles got a lot of elephants. A lot of elephants. And by the way, a lot of people are building Notre Dame, but I don't think we're... You guys aren't that interested in who built that wonder, right? I hope not. I'm trying to focus on the actual fighting, because I think that's more interesting. Yeah, alright, so here comes Zara. A bunch of catapults. They're totally undefended. No units protecting them. But maybe if he sends them over... Oh, it looks like Elizabeth actually attacked. Well, there's pikes in this city now, so this is not going to happen. This is actually a period where it's very hard for the AIs to attack because they all build castles everywhere. They kind of need to get more tech, and then they'll be able to get past the castles. But there is a point in time in the game where they all build castles, and the offensives tend to slow out, and not much goes on. Anyway, that's a good question about the religious screen. Let's check it out, shall we? So Judaism has no following. Christianity has a huge following. It's the dominant world religion, Elizabeth's religion. She's converted almost the entire southern hemisphere to this religion. Islam has no following. That was just founded. Hinduism has a minor following. Canterbury is the holy city. Buddhism is the other major religion. So it's mostly Christianity in the southern half of the world and Buddhism in the northern half of the world are the two big ones. And I don't think Confucianism or Taoism have any following whatsoever. Confucianism hasn't even been founded yet. Confucianism is the Islam of this game. It's the divine right religion. Has not been founded yet. Okay. And I believe Elizabeth is the tech leader in this game. Despite how much fighting she's done, she is just so good economically. Now Zara is peeled off. Yeah, I don't know if this city's going to... They're down to 100% defense. Elizabeth gets Notre Dame. That's good for her. Wow, why is her happiness so high in this city? Oh, hereditary rule. She's got a lot of units. Wait, what the? What is this? Look at all these great people in her city. 3 military instructors, a great engineer. She is in No, she's not in representation civic, is she? No, she's not in representation. 2 great prophets. Look at all those great people. That's bizarre. Yeah, the AI places a lot of focus on defense. It's actually programmed to do that because we wanted to make sure when we were designing the game that the AI would not just like roll over and die immediately, that it would focus more on defending than attacking. That's just to make it better for single player, basically. Alright, and we just hit turn 150. So we'll take a look at the bar graphs here. By the way, Zara looks like he's gonna... Oh no, Erwin Rommel has died in combat. That was one of Elizabeth's units. Did she attack this city? Well, she did, it didn't go... Yeah, she tried to attack for some reason, it didn't go well. Just lost the units attacking. I think that Zara is gonna try to take this city back, and he might be able to do it. Although there is a castle finished in here, so plus 100% defenses again. Alright. Let's check out the bar graph, shall we? Alright, so Hammurabi and Elizabeth are the leaders in GNP, but again, I think a lot of that's culture on the part of Hammurabi. Production, Elizabeth and Pericles are the leaders. Food, Pericles, Elizabeth, Mal. There's that triumvirate we've been talking about, the 3 that are on top. Power, Pericles, he's tops in power again. Better watch out. Also, Elizabeth is second in power. Boy, Victoria, I'd watch out if I'm you, Victoria. Not that there's that much she can do. Oh, somebody used a... Look at this. People used culture bombs. That's what this shows. Elizabeth has used a culture bomb, and so has... apparently, so has Hammurabi. I didn't even see that taking place. Also, the AI espionage is finally starting to get ramped up. So they're beginning to increase that. Where did Elizabeth use a culture... Oh, well, we know where Elizabeth used a culture bomb. Right here, to gain control of tiles over there. And Hammurabi, he probably used it in here, in Borsippa, probably, to get some more tiles back. Yeah, Warwick's starving, so that's probably what happened. All right, well... Keeping an eye on this because this is where the main fighting seems to be taking place. Yeah, this attack is being cleaned up by Mal, so he's defending. Looks like just about all the units have died that were part of this stack. So Elizabeth, nice idea. Doesn't seem to be working. Meanwhile, over here, Zara's got another attack in play against Addis Ababa. He wants his city back, but he's got it bombarded all the way down from 120% first. So that's going to take a while. He might be at that for quite some time. Right now, Pericles is just building. Somehow, despite being creative, somehow he has not built a library in his capital 150 turns into the game, even though he's creative. On deity. I don't even understand that. Victoria stack... Oh, yeah, you're right. Victoria does have a stack attacking Warwick. Good call. I don't think it's going to achieve anything, but let's just see if... Just keep an eye on this, too. It's horse archers and a trebuchet. I mean, maybe. There's a spear in there and some longbows, but I've seen weirder stuff happen. So the attack on Shanghai has now been cleaned up. Remember, Mao did build Chichen Itza. He's got it in this city here. So he does get that defensive bonus in all his cities. makes it a little bit harder to take them. This is actually surprisingly long into a game without seeing someone like eliminated or on the verge of being eliminated. I mean, I guess Victoria is the lowest, but like she's still, you know, she's gonna hang around for presumably a little while yet. All right, Mao made peace with Zara. Did Zara get his city back? No, he didn't. And Victoria made peace with Zara too. So the only war still going on is what? Are there any still ongoing? Elizabeth and Mao is the only continuous war. All right, so peace breaks out. Now the real question is, what's Pericles going to do? Because I can't imagine I feel like he's going to attack somebody soon. He is building more units. Like, it's just a matter of time before he goes after somebody. And if I were him... Oh, well, I think we know who he's going to attack. He's going to attack Elizabeth because his whole army is down here. Look at this. How many units are in this city? He's got 30 units in this city. So I guess he's going to attack Elizabeth soon. Poor Elizabeth, man. Nobody seems to like her. So the only war still ongoing is Mao against Elizabeth. But that war seems to be pretty uneventful right now. Stop killing Team Pericles. Yeah, Pericles, he really should just finish off Victoria. She's quite weak, and her capital has excellent wonders in it. Like, look at all this trade income she's getting from the Great Library. Not Great Library, Great Lighthouse. Someone should take her out and take those wonders, because they're quite good. But anyway, right now, oh, here's Elizabeth's stack. Wonder who she's going to send it after. Here comes Mao's force. You'll notice that they ask for open borders like 100 times. So the map is totally full now, with the exception of these desert tiles in the absolute center. Mal's got catapults coming in, a lot of siege there, but pretty much only siege. Now where is that Pericles stack? Because it was in this city, but he moved it. I don't know, we'll see. He's got units all over the place, but it doesn't look like he's planning to attack Victoria, strangely enough. Alright, the main combat is once again at Nottingham, as it's been the entire game, it feels like. Mao is bombarding the city with all his siege. That is the Divine Right, so Hammurabi just got Divine Right tech. And founded Confucianism, which is this game's version of Islam. So we've hit a quiet point in the wars for the moment. Looks like Mao tried to attack, or Elizabeth attacked him, and it didn't go very well. Boy, Elizabeth does have a lot of knights. Elizabeth is still the score leader, so if the game ended right now, she would move on in the playoffs, even if she didn't win, just because she'd be in second place, if nothing else. Just building in Pericles' land. He's running well. Zara's running wealth, his capital, for whatever reason. Vicky's building wonders. Sankor is being built by a couple people. Yeah, there's not much going on aside from this conflict right here. These two just continuing to... Well, that's quite a few units there. I don't think it's enough to break through Nottingham. If it did, it would be awful for Elizabeth, because this city has, you know, the shrine with 18 Christian followers in it. And Elizabeth's going for education. I wonder if she stands a good chance of claiming the liberalism prize in a little bit. Yeah, so a lot of units there for Mao, but I don't know. We'll see. There are a lot of knights on defense, and knights don't get defensive bonuses. As I said, it would be disastrous for Elizabeth if she lost this city. It's crucial for her that she doesn't lose that one. I guess I should stop checking to see if Pericles is going to declare war every turn. Well, apparently that attack didn't work because... Yeah, there we go, and there's the peace. So Mao attacked, and he just got cleaned up. And we're at peace for the first time in... many turns, actually probably 80 turns. Everyone is finally at peace with one another. So there we go. The world returns to peace. Elizabeth has fought off all these wars and she's still in first place. Pericles is in second. And Zara is in a fairly weak position. I wonder what would happen if Hammurabi attacked Zara. That would be interesting. Or if Hammer attacked Victoria. He won't do that because the three of them share a religion, so they're probably not going to fight each other. But alright, we finally have peace. Victoria, she's on economics. Victoria, and she also finished the University of Sancor, so she's going to get the free great person from economics. Let's click one more turn, and then we'll check everybody on the tech tree just to see where they are. Yeah, you always want open borders, don't you? Yeah, Vicky is actually one of the tech leaders. Let's see. So like right here, we're in late medieval, early Renaissance. So here's Victoria. She is right up there with the leaders right now. Elizabeth is about the same as Victoria. Elizabeth, I think, is slightly ahead. Wow, Hammurabi is all those wonders, but his teching is not especially great. Nor is Mal. Pericles is not great in tech either. And then Zara's a little bit behind. Also, we researched Divine Right for something. Yeah, it's actually kind of rare to make it this late in the game with everyone still alive. How about their actual research rate? Elizabeth is 336. Hammurabi is 207. Mao is 157. Pericles is 201. He's only running 40% research, though. He must have high costs. Vicky is 175. And Zara's 180. So Vicky's actually not that far behind in terms of research. Like, she's actually pretty much equal with Pericles, and she's ahead of Mao. But Elizabeth is the clear research leader right now. So, doing the econ thing. Her best hope of winning the game is probably to out-tech her neighbors and then go from there. You know, like, absorb Mao after she's out-teched him. Something like that. We'll probably click through the turns a little bit faster since there's not a war going on. I just want to wait to see if anything pops up in the event notice. Probably not. She's building the spiral minaret too. Just keep an eye on like each civ. And Vicky's in. Yep, she's definitely finished economics tech. And by the way, Elizabeth gets the cheap universities because she is philosophical. Let's see what Mao's doing over here. He's still building more units. Zara is building wealth in his cities. I have no idea what Zara is doing. Have not been impressed with how he's played this game. How about up here? Hammurabi. He's just doing whatever. Same as usual. And Elizabeth is going for liberalism. I thought she was in pole position for the liberalism prize. How about Pericles? He is building theaters in his cities right now. So a quiet moment in the game right now. Well, Mao just declared war on Zara. Or Zara declared war on him, but it's probably Mao, based on what just happened. Alrighty, there we go. War number 7. And we're nowhere close to the finish, so higher is better right now. If you only picked, like, I don't know, 7 or 8, you're probably not going to score many points in that category. Alright, what does he actually have here? Oh, this is a pretty good stack. It's good mixture. He's got 6 trebs to take down defenses. Although there's also going to be a battle at... Well, so Zara is going to attack Addis Ababa, and Mal is going to attack Lalibela. So we'll just have to see who can take what city. That looks like the focus of the two leaders, though. Oh boy, Zara only did 2% damage to the defenses. He needs to get more catapults up there. And Pericles has just launched a golden age. So good for him. I think Mao has the definite edge in this war with Zara, though. Especially because he captured a city in the last war. Alright, they're just bombarding defenses right now. Elizabeth discovers liberalism. What did she grab with it? If she took astronomy, that would be a really strong play. No, she took... Wait, what did she took Divine Right, I think. No, she already had Divine Right. She didn't take a loot though. What did she take with it? Economics? Maybe? I'm not sure. I think she took economics, which would not be a very smart pick. Boy, she really should have taken astronomy with it. Oh well. She picked up something, to say the least. Still nice for her to get her free tech. She's increasing her lead. Alright, it looks like Lalibela is taking a lot more damage than, well, that was fast. What was the point of that war? That was over in an instant. I don't understand what that was. So they just signed peace. Okay. Anticlimactic war. So we go back to building again, I suppose. Okay. I wonder how they... I wonder what... Usually the AI doesn't declare war unless they're serious about fighting it. Unless they get bribed into it or something. Boy, Zara's Warwick is not well defended up here at all. Let's check relations real quick. Oh, yeah, you're right. You guys are right. I bet it was Apostolic Peace. Because they're both, yeah, I bet it was Apostolic Peace. You guys are probably right. I wouldn't get a notification for that because I don't have the AP religion. And wow, look at this, a lot of friendly relations. Pericles is friendly towards Hammurabi. Vicky's friendly towards him. Zara's friendly towards him. Only Elizabeth and Mao can even declare war on him. An AI will not declare war on an AI that they're friendly with. They'll never do it. So there's a lot of yeah, Hammurabi's friend. Wow, these three, a lot of friendlies right here. Who else is friendly? Zara and Pericles. Wow, Zara and Pericles love each other. They're like totally in love with each other. So they won't fight. But there's still a lot of cautious and a lot of annoyed on here. Like Elizabeth obviously hates both Mao and Pericles because of all the fighting they've done. And the Mao versus Zara relationship's pretty awful too. I got the minus. You declared war on us twice. Alright. Hammurabi's playing Kingmaker. Yeah, he kind of is. I mean, if there's some eliminations, he could get out of this game. Possibly. Because all we would need to do is see a couple civs eliminated and get up towards second place. And Elizabeth's working. Oh, Elizabeth must have taken nationalism because she's already got Taj. She must have taken nationalism with. I don't know why that didn't pop up before when I looked at her tech list. She must have used liberalism on nationalism, the classic play. Yeah, she must have picked up this, and now she's researching Constitution. She'll build Taj Mahal. Remember, she has the mausoleum, so she gets long golden ages. She's looking good in this game. The only problem for Elizabeth is she's still not that popular diplomatically. Like, there's a lot of people... The other big leaders are Mao and Pericles, and neither one of them likes her very much. That's probably the big thing. I can look at Hammurabi. I don't know if he's going for a culture victory or not. Hold on. Alright, Akkad, Borsippa, and Babylon. He's not running Culture Slider. Akkad is at 6,000. Well, it's on the victory screen. 6,600, 5,000. He's still not going for Culture yet. He might eventually, though. He certainly should if he's smart. But who knows. Pericles, stop building research. Do something. I can't believe people are letting Victoria sit here with no cities. Oh, and Warwick has already revolted once, so we might see a culture flip there. It needs to revolt twice to flip. And there's Elizabeth. She finished Taj Mahal, and now she's going to be in a 12-turn golden age. Very nice for her. Very, very nice. That's why the mausoleum is such a good wonder. Forbidden Palace. There's Versailles. I'm pretty sure that was built also by Hammurabi. Hammurabi doesn't really have much in the way of units, though, so if anyone wanted to come after him, he would be in some trouble. Mao and Pericles need to pull together to take out... Yeah, the thing is with Elizabeth is if you don't do anything about her, eventually she's going to out-tech you, and that could be a real problem. But because she likes economic stuff so much, she also tends to go for economic stuff and like ignore military stuff, even when she really should go for military stuff. All right, she's in free religion now, so she's lost the shared religious benefit with some of the other civs that she had. Like, she actually was getting a plus to relations with Mao from religion. That's gone now. But it'll improve her relationship with some of the other leaders. Someone just circumnavigated. Every time the map zooms out like that, that's what that means. See, they've got caravels out, and one of them circumnavigated the globe. Which one? I have no idea. Pericles, he's the first one to do it, so his units get the bonus naval movement, which is pretty pointless on this map. Mao's tech is not that bad, actually. You know, he's on printing press. He's not in that bad shape. But he often does stagnate in terms of tech. I mean, his traits aren't good. He's expansive, protective. They're not... Expansive obviously is good, but it's peters out as the game goes on. It's an early game trait. And protective is the worst trait in the game, so it's not helping. Boy, Elizabeth's going democracy. She's going to build the Statue of Liberty and get a free representation specialist in every city. That's pretty strong. Boy, Elizabeth and Pericles are really pulling away from the pack, aren't they? Look at that score. They're both way ahead in score. So despite a lot of fighting, no one's been eliminated yet. Mal has come back for round, are we on 3 or 4 now? I can't even think round 4? No, 3. But here we go again. Mal's going to take another shot at Elizabeth. Boy, those two do not like each other at all. Where's Elizabeth? Yeah, she's minus 11 with Mal. Minus 1 from borders, minus 3 from war, minus 6 because you've declared war on us twice. Yeah, this is the 3rd time they've fought. Elizabeth declared war once. Alrighty, so what are we looking at in terms of... I think they have equal military tech. They both have knights and nothing... Wow. Holy cow. Oh my god, look at this stack. I just realized Mao has a total doom stack. He has 43 units on this tile. Oh my god. This could be problematic for Elizabeth. Mao has 43 units on this tile. That could be bad. So Elizabeth's one weakness is she doesn't build enough military. She has very low military preferences. Oh boy. Well, Elizabeth could be in some trouble here. That is a stack of doom. Well, it took out a quarter of the defenses in one turn. That's how you know that there's a lot of units in there. I think it's 6 trebs. 1 cat and 6 trebs. That's a lot of units. Oh boy. Well, this could certainly shake up the game enormously. Maybe Elizabeth could still be first eliminated after all, as crazy as that sounds. And no one wants to go after Victoria? She's last in power by a country mile. Alright. Once those defenses are down, I don't think Nottingham's going to be able to hold this attack. There's just so many units on this tile. Pericles, is he building units? He's got some stacks, but he's not looking to go to war. So you can tell because he's building observatories and he's on research. So he's not planning a war right now. Now, Mao could purchase him into this war, but he's not thinking of declaring war in and of himself. Oh boy, Nottingham's down to just 4% defenses. That's 4 times I've refused to help her in war. Get over it, girl. Alright, so I don't think this city can hold. I really don't. There's just too many units ready there to attack. What just happened? He attacked. Wow, the city actually did hold, but it's going to fall on the next turn, I think, because there's almost nothing left in this city. Yeah, the great generals are being born. A lot of great generals popping up. So Elizabeth will probably fall out of first place if she loses this city. Alright, let's see. And indeed it goes down. Mao even has some muskets now. So that is a big city changing hands. That's a Christian shrine has 30 cities following that religion on this map. So down goes Nottingham, and indeed Elizabeth did fall out of first place, and Mao has risen dramatically. But he's going to need to move on and take more cities, because this city was culturally crushed. It can't even do anything. He's going to have to take more cities to make this useful. He also lost most of his siege. I only see 2 trebuchets still alive, but make no mistake, that was a devastating loss for Elizabeth. We'll check the power charts in a turn or so, because it takes them a turn or so to appear on the demographic screen. That was a big loss for her. Very big loss. Alright, it should have... Let me get one more turn. And look at this. She's still building the Statue of Liberty rather than units to defend herself. That is not good. Alright, where's the power bar? Yeah, look at this. Big losses on both sides, but worse for Elizabeth. And Pericles... Look at this. Pericles is up here and Vicky's down here. Why in the world is he not attacking her? Is it because of relations? Is it relationship between the two? Pericles. Oh, yeah. Victoria's pleased with Pericles. Where's Pericles? He is with Victoria. He's pleased, and Pericles won't declare war at pleased. That's it. He won't declare war at pleased, so there you go. Victoria is safe. Actually, who can declare war on Victoria? No, I'm looking at the wrong column here. Okay. Well, Mal certainly can. And Elizabeth will declare war at pleased, and that's it. But the thing is, see, the reason why no one's attacking Victoria is they're all Buddhist, and like they all get that shared faith benefit. The thing is, though, eventually everyone will go into free religion, and Victoria will lose that magic diplomatic shield. Elizabeth definitely could have redcoats by now. She should not have gone all the way up to democracy tech. That was a mistake. So yeah, that was a huge mistake on her part. So Mao's healing. Oh, well, you guys said it. You said Pericles would come back, and he did. And he's got a pretty good stack of his own. He has 36 units on this tile. Oh boy, poor Elizabeth. Poor girl. She was doing so well for so long, but her neighbors just do not like her. And she is in all kinds of trouble now. So let's see what happens at Norwich. Well, the defenses got taken out in one turn because there was no castle here. And now, but what the? What the? WTF? What? You read that right. Victoria has declared war on Pericles. I bet Elizabeth brought her into the war. That was suicidal. What? Anyway, we're up to 10 wars already. That is pure suicide. No, she was definitely bought into this war. Look, she doesn't even have any units here. But she just trashed her relationship with Pericles. Look at how the diplomacy just changed. Now Pericles is cautious towards Victoria. So, oh man, that magical shield whereby he wouldn't declare war on her, that just got totally ripped up. Rule Britannia. So anyway, this is why we turn on aggressive AI. Normally the AI will not make a suicidal war deck. They're actually programmed that they will not declare war on someone who is twice them in power. But aggressive AI removes that flag from their logic. So yes, that's right. This Civ just declared war on this Civ. That's right. The orange just declared war on the blue. Oh boy. Anyway, Norwich I don't think can hold out. There it goes. Poor Elizabeth. And meanwhile, London is under assault as well. I mean, the defenses will take a while to take out. But one thing that the AI likes to do is it loves to pillage tiles. And a lot of Elizabeth's tiles are getting pillaged right now really badly. Also, check out what she's researching. She's researching scientific method. It's like, no, what are you doing? You have this unit that's really good. It's like you have this unit called the Redcoat. It's really, really good at fighting outdated units, Elizabeth. And she's researching scientific method on her way to communism. It's like, what are you doing? Oh my. Well, anyway, so there actually is fighting up here by Canterbury too, but you know that this is just not going to work out long term. There's no way that that's going to work. Anyway, so London is already under siege. Over here, the Greeks are moving on to the next target. This is not going well for England whatsoever. Definitely not going well. So yeah, everybody is under... Looks like a lot of people undershot the war declaration category, including me. I thought it would be a more peaceful game. That's why I went with 11. But we've actually had a lot of action. Oh boy. London's defenses are falling. And London's got a lot of wonders inside. A lot of well, not as many as I thought, but the mausoleum's in there, Notre Dame's in there, great libraries in there. Lizzie doesn't deserve to win. No, Elizabeth doesn't even have gunpowder tech. She does not even have gunpowder tech. She is pure medieval right now. If I go back here. No, see, she doesn't even have gunpowder. Look how she's going so deep into the tree and ignoring everything military. As I said, she's a great economic leader, but she can be too economic at times. Here comes another stack out of Pericles. He's got even more units driving through English territory. Yeah, he's blitzing right for London. And those defenses are going to keep dropping. By the way, Observer Civ has finally picked up bronze working. We're up to 65 points, you guys. So yeah, anyway, I'm just trying to keep an eye on all the Greek units moving around. I guess Brighton's the next target, I guess. Oh god, there's one catapult, so they're going to wait for that one catapult. And, oh wow. Holy crap. Victoria captured a city from Pericles. What? What is going on? Also, Warwick has flipped. It actually just flipped this turn. just flipped this turn, but Warwick has culturally flipped from Zara back to Hammurabi. Wow, what is going on? This game is just getting more and more crazy. This has turned into a pretty interesting game. It's been very hard to predict this game. This is the peaceful game, yeah. Well, it's been more warlike than I expected, but these are mostly peaceful leaders. You do have to keep that in mind. This has been a mostly peaceful group. All right, is Hastings going to be recaptured? I have to feel like at some point, Pericles is just going to be like, "What are you doing?" All right, so there goes Brighton's defenses. Wait, why did that go down to 0 so fast? I don't know. London is down to 20%. Oh boy. Well, that's one more turn of the bombarding before anything happens there. So let's keep the focus on Brighton for this turn, because it's probably going to be attacked this turn. Yep, there it goes. All right, so Lizzie loses another city, but the real focus is on London. Oh boy, London was attacked. There is one longbow, one knight, and one crossbow in London, as Elizabeth continues to research communism for God knows what reason why. Here comes Mao. He is continuing to go at it. We're going to zoom in right now to get the focus, and there it goes. Mao has captured. The citadel has fallen. London is down. That's our first capital to change hands. Wow. Who would have ever thought that Victoria might outlive Elizabeth in this game? That's mind-boggling. I don't understand how that could happen. Meanwhile, another big Greek force is pushing in from the north right now, heading for Coventry, which is decently well defended, but with the amount of units that we're talking about, it doesn't even matter. How many units or cities are we looking at here? Elizabeth has 1, 2, 3, 4. She's down to 5 cities now, and Coventry's under assault. Plus 2 of the cities left are tundra ice balls that do nothing. Mao is kind of spamming. Well, you know what? Mao's about to take rifling, so he might not have a lot of economic stuff, but man, he's got the units. There's no question about that. So, looking pretty good for Mao right now. Open borders. Boy, it's been a weird game. So I guess Coventry's going to come under attack next. Or maybe Arian, the former Barb city. That's why it has such a weird name. So Hastings is still being held by Victoria for the time being. Pericles seems to be focused on dealing with Elizabeth first. But eventually I have to imagine he'll go after Victoria. And Hammurabi continues to sit in his castle and build stuff. By the way, he's up to democracy tech. He's got Statue of Liberty, so that's kind of interesting. So now we're just kind of waiting for these stacks to regroup. Oh, wow, 2% damage to Coventry. Did a little bit of damage there. Here goes the group of knights. They might be able to capture... Nah, well, if they got lucky, maybe they could capture Arian. You just know, yeah. So the real clash would be what happens if Mao and Pericles fight in the in like the wake of England being defeated. Okay, now the siege unit's caught up because Coventry just dropped to 57%. Just dropped. Yeah, it looks like they're going to attack this city, but I don't think they're going to succeed. And Elizabeth just adopted emancipation, so there's that. She's still researching communism for some reason. Also, Newcastle, which was right on the border, is still being ignored for whatever reason. All right, Coventry. And Coventry is a holy city, but there's not much in it. Like, that's a religion that has not really... Oh, by the way, check out what's on the map now. Looks like Mao just hit rifling tech. Well, that's not good for Elizabeth. If you favored Elizabeth in this game, that's not what you wanted. And Hastings is amazingly still in the hands of Victoria up here. It's being attacked, so I don't know how much longer it's going to hold out, but does still have it for the time being. It's down to 1 knight and 1 longbow. City garrison 3 longbow, apparently. Meanwhile, Coventry continues to be attacked. What's going on down in the tundra? Looks like Arian held against that knight attack. Not really a surprise. It was only 4 knights, and there was no catapults to drop the defenses. Here comes more trebuchets, though. They're going to keep taking out the defenses. Elizabeth, no, Elizabeth's finished. She can't come back from this. It's just too much of a production disadvantage to overcome. I think that's the 5th and last time she's going to ask me for help. The numbers are just too big in favor of the AIs. They won't stop until they kill her. I doubt she'll be able to get peace. Anyway, so Hastings has gone back over to Pericles. He has reclaimed that. Boy, not a good time to be England in this game, is it? The 2 English leaders are not doing very well. Dropping down 38%. These trebuchets are slowly making progress, and there's rifles coming over now. So, one of the big questions is who will capture this city? Will it be Mao or will it be Pericles? That's a kind of an important question as to who gets this. Also, Dover was apparently being attacked too. I don't know why. Oh, uh-oh. Trouble incoming with a capital T for Victoria. Yep, here comes the counterattack. Here it comes. Maybe Victoria will still be first one eliminated. Down to 27%. It also look... Oh, wow. Look what she's building. Reduced to building horse archers because she has no iron anymore. Where was her iron resource? Hold on. I want to see. Where was her iron? She should still have iron, right? She was building knights... Oh, look at this. Crafty, crafty AI. They pillaged the iron. Very, very smart. I was going to say, I know Elizabeth had iron because she was building knights earlier. And here it comes. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Now, unfortunately, there's only one catapult in this stack, so... It might be sieging that capital for a while, but... Time is starting to run out for Victoria, I'm afraid. Churchill will have to redeem England. Yeah. Churchill will have to do... Well, he'll have to do something in a future game. Anyway, the trebuchets are stacking up. I don't know, we'll see. A lot it's going to depend on turn order here. Who goes first in terms of attacking. So the defenses are out now. What is Mao? I think Mao's going to get this city, I think. Well, actually, no. Actually, Pericles might get the city because Mao's going to have to chew through all the crud that's in that city first. Something like that. Anyway, so York is under siege. Here comes a trebuchet to help. That city won't fall for a while yet. Unless the AI does something unexpected. Alright, Coventry holds for one more turn. But that probably means that Mao gets it, because Mao moves before Pericles in turn order. Yeah, Mao's should get this. His rifles should be able to capture it. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, his rifles should be enough to take this out. I think that's going to be it. For Coventry, at least. And then it's just mop-up. I mean, it really is already in mop-up action right now, but Coventry controls a huge amount of territory. Watch how many tiles will go over to Pericles' control. Watch when this gets captured. What? How is this city still alive? There's a mace with 2.0 health and a great artist in here. How in the world is this city still holding it? Well, now it'll go down. Now it's pretty much finished. Anyway, so York is being bombarded, but it's probably going to take a while for them to capture the city. And Vicky just adopted. Alright. What just happened there? More civics changes. Alright, there we go. So Mao did indeed get this. Mao has gotten most of the rewards thus far. Although Pericles has gotten some cities. So that's a big pickup for Mao. Him getting that city. And look how much territory is freed up. Now the Greek culture will pop down here. Yep. Victoria dropping lower and lower. Who will get the first elimination? That's a good question. And of course we've got Victoria to look at too. No, we're not interested in a war. Yeah, so they'll probably be here for a while. See, there's only one catapult and one trebuchet, and it takes them a long time to remove those defenses. Alright, where are the big stacks going now? Pericles, where's his big stack? Lost track of it. Because he did... Oh, I guess he didn't have that many units down here. Oh, well. Mal still has... Oh, there it is. Duh. What am I thinking? It's right next to the city. Alright, so here they go. Looks like they're both going for Dover next. Pillaging along the way, as usual, because the AI always likes to do that. It's actually not Mao who's behind in tech. It's actually Pericles who's behind in tech. Mao's actually doing pretty well in tech. And with the two financial civs getting eviscerated here, the tech pace has just gotten slowed down that much further. Alright, so the siege is now on at Dover, starting to drop city defenses. I don't know why they ask me for help. It's like, enough with your request spamming. By the way, Zara has been real quiet. We haven't seen much of anything from Zara. I can't help but feel like his moment in this game kind of came and went already. Anyway, and Statue of Liberty was done by Hammurabi. If anyone ever takes out Hammurabi, he's got a ton of wonders that would be really, really nice for someone to control. But it is increasingly looking like the Pericles and Mao show, with Hammurabi as kingmaker between the two of them. No. Still more units. I can't believe they're still ignoring Newcastle. There's some units trickling around here in the deep south too, but I don't think they're really accomplishing anything. Still got a long way to go up at York. Still 48% defenses up there. Yeah, we don't know what leader will be eliminated first, but it'll definitely be England. Will definitely be England. Dover is just about finished. I don't know, I'm not sure. This is actually going to be pretty close. And it looks like Pericles claims Dover. So Mal did not get that one. Oh, and Pericles claimed this city, Arian, as well, the former Barb city. So, actually, you guys might be right. It might indeed be Elizabeth first at this point, because she's only got 3 cities left, and there's not much left to stop stop the pain train from coming in and finishing this off. I guess we'll keep an eye on this one now. A lot just depends on how many siege units head up here. Like, if he sends more siege units up here, like, here comes some more catapults. If they had been up here earlier. See, the AI is programmed not to attack until the defenses are 0. So they'll just, like, keep sitting there bombarding until it gets all the way down to 0. It's maddening. They'll have 100 units outside a city, and there'll be 1 catapult, and they'll just refuse to attack until that 1 catapult drops the defenses all the way down to 0. It's really crazy. Newcastle's full of coal and an underachieving soccer team. No wonder they left it alone. Yeah, we got to see a lot of English city names because, well, we had 2 English leaders in this game. Wait, oh, those catapults are still sitting there. And Brown Hill. So Leeds, yeah, with 5 trebs, the defenses will go down almost instantly here. Pericles, you're slow. Mal's going to get this one before you can get it. Here, he's still coming, but he's going to get there too late. Although this does put Pericles in good position to get Liverpool. Liverpool has certainly a more famous soccer club. Arguably more debatable about who's been more successful in recent years. But I don't know if I want to go there. Oh, anyway, so we did finally have an attack, and York was captured. So Vicky is down to her last city. And Elizabeth's down to the last 2. Wow, this is quite a race here for who's going to be eliminated first, right? I mean, it's a genuine race here as to who's the first eliminated. I guess we'll have to see, won't we? So this is a big pickup for Pericles because he gets the Great Lighthouse, sadly, which will be obsoleted soon, and the Colossus. But Sancour is actually probably the best pickup because he's going to obsolete the others, but he won't obsolete Sancour. Although he does get the trade routes, which is really nice. Now Pericles has jumped way ahead in score, in part because he's got those. There's still time for more Apostolic Palace drama, but they can't win the game via Apostolic Palace because I don't allow the AP religion in my capital, in my city. So they can never, by the way, what is this Caravel doing here? Interesting, fancy meeting you here. They can't win the game via AP, but they can certainly muck around and cause wars and get peace and things like that. So they can do everything except outright win the game with the AP. All right, Liverpool. It looks like Newcastle might be the last city captured, even though it's right on the border with Mao. It looks like... well, that didn't take long. I can't believe that Elizabeth was the game leader, and she still might be the first one eliminated. How many units are in this city? Well, it looks like there's a lot of units in here, but look, you've got a caravel, a galley, 2 workers, 3 longbows, and a pike. So... Oh, and the other thing is, there's no siege units with this stack. So because there's no siege units here, they'll actually attack as soon as they get next to that city. So we've got a real race on our hands here. Newcastle, well, actually, I think Elizabeth's going to die first. I really do, because there's nothing in Newcastle, like, at all. There's a crossbow, a mace, another crossbow, and a longbow. Then again, actually, Victoria, I think, is going to die on this inner turn. So I think Victoria might actually die first by 1 turn. I think it might be 1 or 2 turns different. Alright, let's check this out, shall we? But if they attack, that city's going to fall. There it is. Oh! Victoria is the first eliminated! Victoria is the first eliminated by the slimmest of margins. Look at this. There's 1 city left surrounded by Chinese units. Wow. How close was that? Seriously. Also, by the way, oh, check this out. York is completely surrounded by Babylonian culture. This city's probably going to flip to Hammurabi eventually. Look at that. No, that was quite dramatic finish, right? I mean, it's amazing how this game can be that close sometimes. That 1 turn difference. Let's put it in the spreadsheet and see, shall we? Just do the score real quickly. So this one was... first eliminated is Victoria. So it should automatically update. Alright, yep. So some of you guys got points. Let's sort. Where is it? Where's sort? Well, hold on. Let me save it first, because sometimes this does weird stuff. Expand the selection. Oops. Okay. How about we do this? How about we highlight what we want, and then scale it, and then sort. There we go. All right. So who actually got this right on the? Oh, and hold on. I don't know if you guys can see this, so we need to change the broadcast setup screen so you can see this better. Okay. So Dimok, Katan, Ellipse, and I can't pronounce this. NK Monk, ASM, Godzak, Husi, Lestaki, Gosser, and Robo Orlo. You guys are the ones who correctly predicted that Victoria would be the first eliminated. So congratulations. Well done. You guys temporarily are in first place. Although, how many wars do we have right now? We have... Oh, I got to change the broadcast description back. Hold on. We have 10. We're at 10 right now? Okay. So, if we do that, we get a whole bunch of points over here. Let's see who's leading when we... If there are no more wars for the rest of the game, let's see who's leading. Wait, what the... Why is Dimok listed first with 1 point? That shouldn't... Oh, I think I didn't include him in. I think I didn't highlight that. Alright, sort. Expand. What the... Okay, well, for some reason it wants Dimok to be in first place. I have no idea why, but other than that, Robo Orlo actually has the most points if the game were to end right now, which obviously it's not going to. Okay, so back to Civ4. Wait, does that look right? Everything good? Okay. So, yeah, this city is actually going to... should flip eventually to Hammurabi. Alright, but it's enough of this. We gotta... oh, and the other thing I have to do is I want to record what turn it was. Turn 235. And who got the kill as well. So... Oh, that's right. We gotta put this on the spreadsheet. That's right. Back to screen here. So Elizabeth is the first one eliminated. Or not Elizabeth, Victoria. Excuse me. So... Vicky... in last place, eliminated. She died on what turn? This turn is what? Turn 235. Victoria. Game 1, turn 235. There we go. So she was eliminated. And who got the kill? The kill was Pericles. So we'll keep track of the kills as well. Pericles. Where is he? Pericles has 1 kill, so just keep that as well. All right, and we'll probably have to update this again in a second because we're just about to get another kill here. All right. Okay, so on we go, and this probably will mean Elizabeth's death on the very next turn, probably. Well, she survived 1 more turn. She has a mace with 5 health and a crossbow with 0.7 health, and she just adopted state property. So congratulations, you did finally get communism tech. Yeah, that is very late for the first to be eliminated. Who's actually going to get the kill? Mao, it should be. Mao gets it, and perhaps fittingly, because he was the one who fought her all that time. Alright, so there we go. Second one eliminated. The English civilization has been destroyed again, and Mao is the one who gets the kill. There we go. Yeah, we can do more sorting stuff later. I don't want to spend too much time on this while the game's actually going on. Alright, Elizabeth, second one to go down. So everybody else is still viable for right now. Turn 237. She survived 2 turns longer than her English sister. Elizabeth eliminated game 1, and turn 237. And Mao got that kill. So where's Mao? Also has a kill. I can clean this up later. Alrighty, so 4 leaders left. Will they all survive to the end of the game? Probably not. There's a good chance that at least one of them... Alright, let's flop it over. Okay. So let's give them a turn or two for borders to expand, and then we'll take a look at the world map. So Pericles and Mao are the big dogs, but Hammurabi actually came out of this looking pretty good too, because look at this. This city has already been given over to Hammurabi, so he's now picked up this city because of his culture. So he now has the Great Lighthouse, although I think he may have already obsoleted it. And he's got Sankor now as well. So wow, Hammurabi is actually doing pretty well. The guy we all picked to be eliminated first is not doing that badly. And let me give one more turn, and then we'll look at the borders. But I wanted to give a chance for the borders to, like, come out of revolt. Alright, so now let's look at the world map. Alright, let's zoom out, shall we? All the English culture has magically disappeared. Actually, that map gets real silly. We'll do free flying camera instead. Alright, so let's look at what we've got here now. Former England is split more or less in half, although I think Mao got the better half. Remember, Norwich was an English city as well. So you can see it is mostly split in half. Almost exactly split in half between the two of them. So Pericles picks that up. Mao's got most of the southern hemisphere now. And then up in the north, fly up here. It actually got split more or less in half again. So Warwick and York went over to Hammurabi, who, by the way, Hammurabi has not fought at all in this game. He has never fought anyone. And Pericles got Hastings, Canterbury, Rhodes, and Oxford. So he got more territory, but York is the big prize there, and Hammurabi got that. Would York help with this culture win? No, because York has no culture when it's captured. Does the camera... Hard to see when I do the flying camera. Oh well, I'm trying to zoom out so you can see more of the map. So, is he actually going for a culture win? I'm not sure that he is. Borsippa is still the low one. Where is Borsippa? Oh, that's this city here. Yeah, he's not running culture slider, so, you know, he's still very far away from a culture win. But, you know, the one who's actually in trouble right now is Zara. Zara is the one in trouble because Zara is not... I don't think Zara is liked all that much. Hold on, how do people feel about Zara? Here's Zara. Well, he's friendly with 2 of them, but Mao does not like Zara, and Zara does not like Mao, so that's the most likely place for another war. Also, check this out. Mao and Hammurabi do not like each other, so it's kind of interesting. So Pericles and Zara... Pericles likes Hammurabi, Pericles likes Zara. Pericles does not like Mao. The 2 big dogs don't like each other. That's kind of interesting. When did Zara get his old city back? When did he get his old city? Oh, it must have... Wow. When did he get that back? Maybe that was an AP resolution as well. I never saw that happen. Huh. Maybe that was an Apostolic Palace thing. I wouldn't be shocked. The other thing is, note that Pericles, Hammurabi, and Zara are all sharing the same religion. Odds are at least one of them will go to free religion. Oh, by the way, check out all the calves that Pericles is running around with. Odds are at least one of them will go to free religion, and then they'll lose the shared faith bonus that they have at the moment. Because, like, right now, Pericles is researching liberalism, and he might go to free religion after that. And he'll lose that big shared Buddhism faith bonus. But yeah, I'd be very worried if I'm Zara, because he does not have much territory, and he is definitely the weakest of these leaders. So we're just going to cycle through some turns here and wait and see if things get interesting. Plus, Zara has now fallen behind in tech, too. He is definitely behind the others. So Pericles and Mao are the favorites, but Hammurabi absolutely has a chance here to make it into the top 2. This game did not go how I expected at all. My predictions are going to be terrible for this game. I gotta hope someone wins by space and does it around turn 310. I thought Elizabeth would do. I said either Elizabeth or Mao would come out on top in the South, and I guessed Elizabeth, which was looking good for a long time, but it didn't work out. Yeah, Mao is not popular. All right, so there we go. There is a free religion pop. Hammurabi's gone. Oh, hello. Zara signed a defensive pact with Pericles. Oh my. Please, please, let's see some action. Someone declare war on Zara or Pericles, please, and get that defensive pact in play. What would be really awesome is Mao declares war on Zara. Pericles jumps into the war via the defensive pact. That would be really interesting to see. I really hope we get to see something like that, because that would be pretty awesome. And now he's asking for a defensive pact with me, too. So anyway, but the thing that happened there is Hammer is no longer in Buddhism, so he lost that shared faith. But yeah, look at this. Now Hammurabi's only pleased towards Zara and only pleased towards Pericles. That's a big drop-off in relations. Look at that. Oh, wow, Mao. Nobody likes Mao. Look at this. We are not going to make it to the end of the game without a war of some kind, because nobody likes Mao. That was a very smart thing for Zara to sign, by the way. That's like the only way he survives the rest of the game is by making allies like that. And by the way, apparently everyone likes communism. Check this out. Communism, communism, communism. Apparently everybody wants everyone wants to go socialist, apparently. So we're just kind of waiting for something to happen. Also note that Mao has sent spies into Zara's territory, and spies will eventually get caught. It's just guaranteed they're going to get caught. So that will further drop relations between the two of them. But Mao's actually building units, so he's getting ready to attack someone, I'm pretty sure. And Zara is almost certainly... Like, look at Mao's build orders, right? Cavalry, 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 cavalry. He's building calves almost everywhere. So he's getting ready to attack someone, and Zara has got to be the target, right? Like, who else would he be attacking? So I think we're going to see Mao attack Zara, and God knows what will happen once that takes place. Yeah, we're going to look at the tech situation right now. I was waiting for turn 250, like a nice round number. All right, so where are we in terms of tech? It's a really good question. Looks like they're in like late Renaissance, early industrial right now. So here's Hammurabi. Mao is roughly comparable with Hammurabi. Roughly, they're pretty even. How about Pericles? About the same. And Zara's, he's a little bit, well, he's mostly behind by not having rifling. But otherwise, they're actually all fairly close. There's not a huge difference between them. And graphs, absolutely. I don't know if we'll grab the bar graphs from Mao. All right, GMP, Hammurabi's in first. That's not a surprise. Boy, Zara is struggling in GMP. I'm surprised he's not further behind in tech. But you know what? He's been building research for a while. That's probably why he's close. Production, Mao and Pericles are tops. Zara's way behind. Food, Pericles has a little bit more of a lead. I don't know what Zara's doing. Power, oh my. Oh my. Well, as usual, the two big dogs. Look at this. Zara has not built units in like 50 turns. He's just same place he was before. And culture is, as you might expect, Hammurabi's in first. Here's the espionage spending. Note that they are now starting to pass me, the static observer civ in espionage. And top cities, you can see. All right. Zara also just adopted well, and he didn't adopt free religion. That's what I thought he was going to adopt. So I think that Mao's going to declare war on Zara. That's not guaranteed, but I think that's going to happen just based on his builds. He is building a lot of units, and it makes by far the most sense for him to attack Zara due to relations, due to the power graph. So I'm just waiting and watching, and that's a lot of calves he's got there. Awful lot of cavalry. Come on, you know you want to, Mao. Make this game interesting. We'll know right away if he does, because we'll see like a whole bunch of calves charge across the borders. In the meantime, people are going for physics. Physics lets you build airships, so it's a decent military tech in its own right. Not much. All right, so nothing going on. How about Hammurabi? He just finished the Kremlin. That's a nice wonder too. Has he gotten serious about going for culture yet? Nope, not going for culture. Still just researching. Yeah, I liked Pericles' land, but I didn't like Pericles' personality. He's been way more aggressive than I thought in this game. I thought he would just sit back and build wonders, but he has attacked again and again, and it's served him well in this game. Poor Coventry, look at this. Oh, wow, okay, so here's Mal's big stack right here. Look at that big, this is his stack of doom. Just found it. Mal also just adopted state property. I believe that's his favorite civic, so he'll probably never leave that the whole game. Oh, look at this, look at this. We've got a stack moving right up to the border. Is he going to attack with this one? You have to go after Addis Ababa again. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Saw it coming. There's the war declaration. So now what in the world happens? Mal declares on Zara. Does that bring in Pericles? Yep. Interesting times. Interesting times. Well. Oops, I did not mean to close that. Well, we saw it coming. Don't say we didn't. Mal, you might have bitten off more than you can chew here. I guess we'll find out, because there's going to be a lot of action, and honestly, I would probably favor Pericles in this war over Mal. 2v1 hype. The big question is, will Hammurabi do anything? You know, he could actually play a really important kingmaker role in this war. Alright, so where are the stacks that we want to watch, right? So here's one of Mal's invading. Here's one of Zara's. Here's a Zara stack over here too. There's more skirmishing along the border. Pericles, he's got to have a doom stack somewhere. I guess we'll have to wait and see where he moves it. You know, if Pericles starts taking a lot of Mal territory, he's going to get close to domination. If he starts doing that. Alright, here's the doom stack for Pericles. It's in Dover. Alright, I don't even know where to watch right now on the borders. Let's just watch right here, because Coventry looks like it might be a target. We're going to see a lot of units getting traded in a real hurry, though. Alright, what's going on over here? Addis Baba is not... Oh, Mal has made peace with Zara to focus... Alright, well that was fast. So that defensive pact has caused a little bit of craziness. And now these two do not like each other at all. So the defensive pact has served its purpose. Good job, Zara. Good job. You successfully managed to get the two game leaders to fight each other while you immediately got into peace. That's, again, the diplomacy in this game can be so weird sometimes. It's the Apostolic Palace again. Yeah, you're probably right. Does he control the IP? Is it Zara who has the AP? I'm honestly can't remember if he has it or not. He must have it, though, if we're getting these. Where is it? I must have missed it. Apostolic Palace. No, Greece actually has it. Okay, well, maybe. It could be with the AP, but Pericles is the one who actually has the Apostolic Palace, so who knows? Alright, here's Mal. Alright, so here's Mal's doom stack right here. We got to keep an eye on this. He has 44 units in this stack, and it's mostly rifles. So here's his big stack. Now, where is Pericles? All right, here's the Pericles doom stack. So note that the two of them, this one has 46 units in it. So here's the two big stacks right here. I'll ping the map. Wait, can I ping the map? It's not letting me ping. Oh, well. Well, I tried to ping the map, but these are the two big units right here. So we'll keep an eye on their doom stacks and see who heads where. So there's Mal. It looks like Mal's heading for Coventry. Pericles was heading for Leeds. Although he seemed to have backed off now. Oh wait, Coventry was captured. That's what happened. So this was a Chinese city, and it was just taken out by Pericles. Yeah, it's a shame we haven't gotten to see the Statue of Zeus in this game, because the Statue of Zeus plays havoc with the AIs too. Alright, so Coventry will probably be taken right back again. Although Leeds is likely also to get taken. There's also a separate Pericles attack up in the north here at Xi'an. Although I'm not sure this is going to go anywhere because there's so many rifles in this city. Really, there's fighting all along the border. But it'll be decided by what happens with these big stacks. Let's keep an eye on Coventry. That's the main target. Alright, so it was taken back again. Has been traded twice now. And Mal didn't really lose that many units. Meanwhile, Leeds is still holding out. By the way, Leeds is not strategically important, but the AI wouldn't be surprised if he keeps going after it. How about up here? What's going on? Xi'an was attacked, but Xi'an held. A lot of injured... here's one place where that protective trait really does come in handy. All those city garrison rifles. So Mao is doing well at the start of this war. It really helps him that this is a 1v1 war and not a 2v1 war, because Zara got out of it immediately. Even though Zara's weak, the AI has a lot of trouble just dealing with two-front wars. Like, it messes with their priorities. It, like, pulls them in different directions. So Pericles just did a huge civic swap. He's now in free religion and state property and emancipation. Alright, I think Leeds is going to fall here, because Pericles has a big stack next to it. Unless he stops to bombard the defenses like an idiot. Well, he did bombard the... Oh, by the way, check out what's down here. There's a whole bunch of galleons down here for some reason. Who knows why. But Leeds is probably going to fall. Mao's stack is starting to get thinned out, but he's still got a pretty respectable one there. I don't know if either one of these leaders is going to be able to pull past the other one, because they're pretty evenly matched right now. Like, they can trade a city or two, but I'm not sure I see one running over the other. Like, they're just too evenly matched is the problem. But who knows, maybe. Maybe one of them can start to pull ahead and snowball. They're trading a lot of units right now. And Hammurabi is still just up there. Has he turned on the culture slider? No, he's just researching. Going for steam power. And Zara is just sitting in his corner as these two do all the fighting. Alright, so Leeds fell. We'll see where the next action takes place. Coventry still seems to be a major target for both sides. Anything going on up here? Some skirmishing, but no, nothing too big. A lot of fighting, but nothing decisive. A lot of cabs on both sides. That city of Coventry should be tough to hold. Number of rifles is slowly decreasing in here, but it's holding still over a dozen, so... Oh, and they make peace. Minimal territory changing hands. I think the only city that changed hands was Leeds. Alright, so we have peace for now. Peace in our time. I don't think either one of them really wanted to fight that. Hold on, we need to get a power update. So yeah, they both took a beating. Look at that. They both took a pretty serious pounding, but nothing happened. And Zara, for the moment, still holding out. Look at Mao. Wow, Mao is really unpopular. Look at this. No one likes Mao at all. They all dislike him intently, which is kind of weird. Poor Zara. He's actually friendly with both Pericles and Hammurabi, so the only one who's going to attack Zara is Mao, but Mao will probably attack him again because Zara is much weaker than Mao. I think Hammurabi is actually the tech leader now because he's been peaceful for so long. He's just been building research in every city. He seems to be well liked by the other AIs, so I don't... The only one who dislikes Hammurabi is Mao, and Mao's going to fight Zara before he fights Hammurabi. Why is he building a pikeman in his capital? It's like, why is he building a pike in his capital? Anyway, we'll see. I would expect at least one more war to break out, though. These AIs... There's just a lot of dislike for Mao. Oh, here we go again! Pericles signs defensive pact with Zara Yacob. Man, Zara's playing the Diplo game pretty well. Pericles signs defensive pact with Zara Yacob. Yet again. Also, Babylon is random... Oh, he's in anarchy. I was like, he's randomly decided to starve all his cities, but he's actually revolting to state property. Hammurabi could totally steal this. I mean, he could, right? So, like, if Hammurabi builds the spaceship, or if he builds the UN and wins Diplo victory, one of these two will not advance. They'll get stuck in the wildcard game. So, like, it's absolutely possible for Hammurabi to play spoiler in this match. A Zara Trollolo meme. It does feel like he's been doing that. Alright, so right now, Mao's on peaceful build-up. So he's building levees because he just finished steam power. I don't see anything coming out of Pericles right now either. They're probably in a peaceful building phase for the moment. A lot of research being built in the AI cities, which speeds them along to a spaceship or whatever, but it doesn't do much otherwise. You know, when they're building all units is the tip-off that they're probably getting ready to declare war. So we'll just keep cycling through turns right now until something more interesting happens. Now they're all in state property. Even Zara. Oh, well, there's some units being built. Actually, Pericles is potentially building up for a war now because look, he's building calves and cannons. Maybe. Hard to say. If he does go to war, it will definitely be with Mao. He's not going to declare on any of the others. We shall see. Coventry's got not as many units as it looks like in there. A lot of units right on the border. And Hammer triggers another golden age. Poor Zara, he's just like... His territory looked strong at the beginning of the game, but he's just been shrinking further and further as the game goes on, and it's like these super-powered civs keep surrounding him. That's a lot of cavalry. A lot of calves. I'm just waiting to see if they go somewhere. So, yeah, there goes Broadway. Who actually got it? They were all working on it, but who actually got it? China, Mao got it. Interesting. I would not have pegged him to be the one to finish it first. Anyway, Mao, let's see, squeezed out some more units, but doesn't look like he's too intent on fighting right now. And Pericles is building a lot of research, so I'm not sure how serious he is about fighting either. They're all building research. This can happen sometimes. You just get to the end of the game and they all decide to be peaceful. By the way, it looks like we're all going to be wrong on what turn victory is achieved, unless it happens soon, because we're already at turn 280, and it doesn't look like we're that close to a finish. That was the Fascism Great General. Hammurabi got that for being first to discover the fascism tech. He's building Pentagon. So yeah, I'm just clicking through the turns quickly because there's not much going on. I would still be surprised if we go through the rest of the game without at least one more war. There's just a lot of hatred built up between some of these civs. But you never know. Oh, he offered me a defensive pact. Well, that was very nice. Anyway, Mao's onto assembly line, which is a pretty key tech. So he'll have a chance to build factories and infantry once he has that in hand. But he's mostly just building research in every city. Boy, they're all just cranking out research, aren't they? For the most part. Public transportations. I guess he has some health issues. Now Pericles is on assembly line tech too. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see anything out of Hammurabi, though. Like, I feel like if he was going to attack, he would have done so by now, right? I feel like he would have done something at some point in time. So Mao's tech drops because he's running gold because he's upgrading all his rifles to infantry, and he's also building coal plants and factories everywhere. Pericles is onto industrialism. Industrialism lets you build tanks, so maybe we'll get to see tanks at some point. If they fight again, we'll probably see them. We'll know right away if there's a war because you'll see units from one civ in another civ's territory. That's the giveaway. How is the aggressive? Yeah, the aggressive late trader. Well, sometimes you just get a peaceful period. I mean, if you look at the relations. Zara is furious towards Mao. You know, nobody likes Mao at all, and he doesn't like anyone else. So it's just whether they decide to declare war or not, basically. We're just in a long, quiet period. That's spies. I was like, oh, there's Mao units in Zara territory, but they were just spies. If Zara survives this game, it's a minor miracle. I'm kind of surprised he's still alive. He's very far behind the others. And usually the AIs are pretty good about snapping up anyone who falls behind. They smell blood in the water and go after them, but somehow Zara keeps surviving. Despite having very limited territory. He's done that in previous AI games that we ran as well. He did that in the first round last year. He was like nearly dead and he managed to survive and he almost ended up winning the competition. Oh, there it is. There it is. Mal just declared war on Pericles. Here we go. No, well, actually he declared it on Zara and he took Addis Ababa and then that pulled in Pericles via defensive pact. Jeez, that's 2 wars. By the way, that does count as 2 wars. All right, 14. That number continues to climb. All right, here we go. So Addis Ababa got absolutely destroyed, but we got to have a lot of action here. So where are the big stacks for each side? That's always the big thing you want to find out. Coventry is pretty well defended. Where are they on the power chart, too? Because it's been a while since we've seen this. Power. Very close between the two. And it looks like they have pretty much all the same units, too. Unless Pericles finished industrial. Oh, wait, Pericles has done industrialism. Doesn't that mean he can build tanks? Or does he not have oil? No, he's got oil, so he can build tanks now, right? Yeah. So expect to see, so Mal's also working on industrialism, but expect to see tanks first out of Pericles. The real question is, what's going to happen to Zara? Is he just going to get run over here? He'll probably be saved by the, fact that Pericles is in the war again. But he did just lose a city. Some action this time. Yep, we're watching the AI. We actually doing a series of competition games here between the AIs. This is actually game 1 in our AI tournament. All right, so here's a big stack from Pericles. He's got 20-something, 37 units on that tile, so that's one of his main forces. Mal seems to have the like the bulk of his stack over in Ethiopian territory, or a fair portion of it anyway. By the way, Zara's down to what, 5 cities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. I should probably turn off the culture. Yeah, that makes it easier to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Late in the game, that cultural overlay just gets, like, impossible. Let's keep an eye on Coventry. That's probably where the next big battle is going to take place. No, actually, it's not taking place at Coventry, as we hit turn 300 on the game. Instead, he's going after London. Mal's actually finishing most of the late game wonders here, which I would not have expected, because he's not a heavy wonder guy at all. So Zara's going to try to take back his city, which has changed hands a whole bunch of times. But Pericles is in he's in free religion. That's true. So he can't use the Apostolic Palace, so that will not be a factor anymore. One good thing is now that there's cannons everywhere, we will not see those extremely long sieges that we saw earlier in the game. Like the city defenses go down quickly now. So yeah, more skirmishing. I do think Coventry is probably the target of Pericles. It can sometimes be hard to tell what the AI is going after. And Zara might actually be able to recapture this city. Maybe. He's got units there in the area. By the way, thanks for linking that, MJP. Oh, there's our first tank. We finally see our first tank on the map. Mal's about to have his own tanks, though. So, yeah, Coventry is getting pounded pretty hard. Pericles leads in London and Nottingham. London, yeah, that would probably swing this. I do think those are the key cities. Yep, so we've got our tanks coming out on the map now. So now the map shifts to being the gameplay shifts to being more offensive oriented when you start having tanks on the map. Because it's just hard to defend against them. They're so fast moving and they just deal so much damage. Oh boy, there's quite a big battle going on outside the city. Although it looks like Coventry will fall between turns. There's Marines now. Cavs still running around. We'll start seeing gunships soon too, I think. Pericles is trying to push in against Choco News here. Addis Ababa is still holding for the moment, but there's only 2 infantry in here and then airships. I think Mal's getting the worst of this fighting so far. Boy, a lot of units getting traded. A lot of fighting here. Mal signed peace with Zara. So Zara manages to get peace again, but he doesn't get back this city. He's permanently lost Addis Ababa. Well, at least for now. I guess he hasn't permanently lost it, but he was not able to keep it in the peace treaty. So he's just got 5 cities left. Coventry is almost completely starved down, too. But I do think Pericles is going to get this one, I think. There it is. So he has taken 1 border city. So total, in the 2 wars we've seen, Leeds was taken in the last war. That was the only city that changed hands. And now Coventry's been taken. So it looks like Mao is like slowly rolling back the front lines against Mao. That Pericles is like very slowly winning this. But it's certainly not happening fast, and Mao has a lot of cities still left on the map, but no guarantees. Anyway, let's check in real quick up here. It looks like more wonders are getting built. Is he running the culture slider? Nope. So he's still not close to a culture victory. So Hammer not going for culture, at least not yet. I think Mao's big stack was killed off. I could be wrong, but I think it died. Anyway, Mao does have his own tanks now, so he can punch back tank versus tank. He's also got destroyers out on the seas. By the way, there are naval wars being fought the whole time, but I just tend not to focus on them because it's not that interesting. That's why we're on a Pangaea map, so that the AIs don't have to worry about the naval side of things. The AI is not very good at naval stuff in Civ 4. They're better than in previous Civ games, but they still need a lot of help. Although Mao is actually ahead of Pericles in tech. Maybe not in tech, but he's ahead in score. Kind of interesting. I thought that Pericles would be ahead in score. Well, Pericles has a lot of small cities. Maybe that's partly why. A lot of cities aren't that big in size. Let's see what's going on in terms of power. I don't think there's any wonders in that city. So Pericles is pulled ahead a little bit in power, but it's been a pretty brutal mashing for both sides. I'm just waiting to see if either side is going to put together a stack and try to push in. They seem to be trading units like individually without putting a big stack together anywhere. They could be at this for quite a while, by the way. Or they could sign peace immediately. I wouldn't be shocked by either one. We also have our first corporation founded. Who founded that one? It must be Mao. Should be able to see it if we zoom out, because he's the one who just discovered a tech. Did he found it? Someone just founded Civ Jewelers. Maybe it wasn't him. Well, nope, it wasn't. It was Hammurabi. Maybe this will help. Maybe this will push him to go for culture. Wow, I keep forgetting that the AI's use of corporations is not like the player's use of corporations. He's only getting 8 culture per turn from that corporation. So whatever. By the way, without those defensive packs, Zara almost certainly would have died. Almost certainly. Alright, there's peace. Mao almost certainly would have killed Zara already without those defensive packs. So the world does return to peace again. But again, how much longer can this last? Again, everyone hates Mao. He's annoyed with everyone. Even Hammurabi is annoyed with him. So who knows? And the real question is, can Zara survive to the end of the game? And will Hammurabi do... I mean, Hammurabi's almost past Pericles in score. That's just preposterous, but he almost has passed him in score. It just seems hard to believe. It's like, wait, how can Hammurabi almost be higher than Pericles in score? But he has so many wonders. It's a shame they signed peace, though. But as I said, they were very evenly matched. So I can't say I'm shocked. But them staying at war wouldn't have shocked me either. Boy, there's a lot of production in here. I think that Mao's going to declare on Zara yet again before this game's over. And if Zara can't get another defensive pact, he'll just be run over, and that'll be it for him. The other really crazy thing will be what happens when someone builds the United Nations and we start having UN resolutions. Yeah, will Zara be able to sign yet another research pact? I don't know. See, like, Pericles has all this territory, but look at the size of his cities. He does not have big cities. Like, look, he's got 15 for his capital, but then 5, 8, 10, 6, 9, 5, 6, 4. Like, his cities are really small. So that limits his score because a lot of the score is based on population, and his population is actually pretty low, especially for the amount of territory he has. He has a very low population. Hold on, let me pull up the victory screen. Yeah, he's only got 28% of the world pop, even though he has 33% of the land area. That's kind of surprising. UN revolutions, indeed. So once again, we're back to kind of not much happening. Like, we're really hoping to see more action. Or something, as we said, something like the UN finishing. By the way, Zara has fallen very far behind now. Maybe we should do a... Oh, well, wow. Someone just built the UN. And it was Hammurabi. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hammurabi's going to win the game. seriously, you guys, Hammurabi's going to win the game because he's up against Mao. Now, granted, this is not the victory vote. This is the Secretary General vote. But he's nominated against Mao, and everyone hates Mao. So all he has to do is call a Diplo victory vote, and he will win the game. Because everyone hates Mao. No one will vote for Mao except himself, and he does not have enough votes to block a victory. I don't think so, anyway. Yeah, Mao only has 30% of world pop. So if Hammurabi calls a Diplo victory vote, he will win the game. Now the question is, will he call a Diplo victory vote? I don't know if he'll do that or not. Yeah, see, everybody votes for Hammurabi. Oh, wait, what's this? Who abstained? Mao voted for... Okay, yeah, everybody voted for Hammurabi. 336 out of 486. Let me just do the math real quick. 336 out of 486 is... That's 69%. That's enough to win the election. Oh, man. So will he call the victory vote? That's the only question is, will he call the victory vote? I don't know if he will or not, but if he does, he wins the game. He will win the game victory. Oh my, and it looks like Zara has somehow gotten his city back yet again. I don't know how he got his city back yet again. Was this gifted, or maybe it... Because it shouldn't culturally flip. Like, well, maybe it culturally flip. I don't know. Maybe he got it back from a flip or something. Oh well. The AI will sometimes just never call for a Diplo victory vote. Like, they have to call the vote, and they don't always do that. So, yeah. Well, the AI can waffle, but you gotta remember, everybody dislikes Mao so intently that I think they're gonna vote for Hammurabi. Hold on, let's check the Diplo screen again. So how does everybody feel about Hammurabi, right? Where is he? Hammer's here. Alright, so... Oh, wait, no, never mind. They might not vote for him. They might not. They're only pleased with Hammurabi. I thought they were... Oh, you know what it is? They were friendly, but that was because they had shared religion benefit. Now the shared religion benefit's gone. They might not actually vote for him, especially Pericles. He's only +1. But I don't know, maybe. He really hates Mao, so maybe they will vote for him. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Who knows? Could go either way. Also, Hammurabi's the first to finish the Apollo program. He's still not turning on culture, so at this point he's just not going to win by culture. It's too late. Someone will win by spaceship before he can win by culture at this point. A lot of questions still to be answered at this point. I mean, the game is still up in the air. And of course we could always see another war declaration. Although once the two English ladies got taken out, the game got a lot more peaceful. Like, we've seen these brief wars, but no, no true apocalyptic showdown. Alright, so the first vote is not for Diplo victory, it's for environmentalism, so whatever. That's a wasted opportunity. So the game will not end on the next turn, regardless. It could have, if that was a Diplo victory vote, but the game goes on. Is the AI able to smell when someone might be going for UN? No, actually, that's not in the game. So we're all going to be in environmentalism, Civic. Awesome. Oh my god, there it is. Zara signs defensive pact with Pericles. That's the third time. I can't believe that. So, are we going to see yet another... Where in the world is this transport going? I want to know where this transport ship is going. There's an SAM infantry on board. A Combat 4 SAM infantry, by the way. There's a story there waiting to be told, and I want to know what it is. So, another defensive pact gets signed. Craziness. But I don't think Mao's looking to declare war. He's just researching right now. Pericles, actually Pericles might be the one to declare war. Look at this, Pericles is building a lot of military. Oh boy, Pericles has got something planned, and it won't be against Zara if it is. So, Pericles, he doesn't, well, it would have to be against Mao, because he's pleased with Hammurabi and he's friendly towards Zara. So, if he goes to war, again, declares war, it will be against Mao. But he might be able to catch Mao off guard, perhaps. Interesting. But yeah, he's building a lot of units. I think Pericles is getting ready for another war. At least based on all these units he's pumping out. We'll see, though. Maybe he'll choose to do nothing. I'm usually pretty good at reading the AI, but they can always surprise me, too. Can always surprise me. Civ Jewelers is being spread around up in the Babylonian territory. Alright, I heard a lot of tanks revving their engines, but didn't actually do anything. So more Apollo programs being completed. They still have quite a ways to go to finish the tech tree, though. Like they won't finish the tree for a while yet. Also, the game's going on longer than I thought. We're already up to turn 330 or so. All right, Hammurabi chose to call another vote on environmentalism, which has already passed. So whatever. Who knows what he's doing? I don't know what that guy's thinking. It looks like if there's going to be an attack, it's going to come against London. A lot of tanks charging straight after London. By the way, they have flight now, and of course environmentalism succeeds again. But it looks like he's assembling a group, Pericles I mean, here in this city. Starting to stack up some tanks there. Can I show the power graphs? Yes, good suggestion. Yeah, I was kind of banking on Elizabeth too. Elizabeth and Zara, so here's what I know, not the best predictions. So, I believe that... Oh my! Oh my! I'm glad we checked the power charts. As we suspected, Pericles is spiking hugely in power. Oh boy, he is planning something, I think. Mao thinks he can... Yeah, Mao is just going spaceship right now, and Pericles is building units, so... well, we'll see. But that's a lot of tanks. He's building a lot of tanks right now. Beware Greek-sparing tanks. Oh, there it is. He just declared war. Pericles has declared war, and he's moving in with a lot of units. We saw it coming, you know, because we saw him building up the units ahead of time. That's war 15 for the game. Alright, how many units are on this tile? He has 67 units on this tile, and about 30 of them are tanks. Does he have bombers yet to take out the defenses? I don't know, but that's a lot of tanks, so... Oh, he's got cannons down here. Alright, so there's attacks proceeding up and down. Well, I guess that's the main attack, but London is the key. Well, actually, no, oh, no. Hold on, there's another big attack here at Nottingham. Wow, the two cities that you guys mentioned, remember we had a comment a minute or so ago saying London and Nottingham are the key cities? Well, that's exactly what he's going after. He's got 7 cannons and 2 artillery pieces in there, too. Wow. Alright, well, this is a well-prepared attack. This is not like the last war where Pericles was kind of caught off guard and got pulled into it by defensive pact. This is like full-on planning on attacking. And by the way, Coventry was recaptured by Mao there, so Team Mao gets a little victory, but it was immediately recaptured by Pericles on his turn. He also removed all the defenses from Nottingham, but it did stall out the attack on London just briefly because he had to go back and recapture Coventry. But Nottingham is... I'm sorry, Nottingham's going to fall. There's no chance this is going to... no chance that Nottingham's going to hold here. This will almost certainly fall on this turn. Too many artillery pieces. So, that's one city pick. Oh my god, that's a lot of tanks. That is a lot of tanks. Sorry, we can't afford a war right now. Wow, what is with Hammurabi and environmentalism? That's 3 times he's held votes on environmentalism. And now this group's on the attack again. Of course, Mao's got tanks of his own, but that's not a good sign for him, certainly. And I wonder if Zara would choose to get involved in this war. He hates Mao with an intense passion. Alright, so the stacks move up next to... Oh, wow. That is a lot of tanks. I don't know, Mao's still quite strong, but if he... You know, if his frontline cities start to fall, he could be in trouble. Hammurabi is still a kingmaker. And Mao just decided to... Oh, he just converted out of free religion. And he chose to go to Judaism. Alright, London's the target now. Is that city going to fall as well? Wow, Mao is trying to reinforce it with a lot of cannons. I have to keep animations turned off or this will take forever. Wow, oh my god, there's so many units fighting. Like, it's hard to tell, but there are a lot of units fighting and dying in these cities. Oh my, look at all those tanks. And there's more over here, too. These are 2 separate stacks, one here and one here. Tank after tank after tank. And that's not even counting all the calves up here. Boy, this is quite a brawl going on right outside London. Let's zoom in a little closer so we can get a better look. This is where all the fighting's going on. Fighting over the old Elizabeth capital. So Mao keeps pouring in reinforcements. He does have the railroad tech, so, you know, he's using units on the rails, but Pericles has just got so many tanks going after this one. Alright, it holds for another turn. Well, there's a lot of units in here still. A lot of injured tanks in that city. A lot of injured tanks on both sides, continuing to hit this. And 48% cultural defenses. Let me just see. There doesn't seem to be much going on elsewhere. Some reinforcements coming in around Nottingham. No, London is the focus. This is where the decisive battle of the war is going to take place. There's a lot of planes in this area too. Oh wait, Pericles doesn't even have flight yet. Huh. So he actually is at a tech disadvantage here. I think Pericles is going to get this, though. He just has... how many units does Mao... Well, Mao's starting to run out of units. He's got a lot of damaged tanks in that city. Mao does have gunships, though, so he's been fighting back with his gunships. Gunships are very good against tanks. How long can this battle last? Oh, Mao just reinforced with a lot of tanks, so this city might not fall after all. The defenses are slowly falling, turn after turn. Yeah, where are we in terms of power? They've been fighting very heavily at this city. Alright, Pericles is still way, way, way ahead in power, despite all the fighting that they've been doing. Alright, London has lost all of its defenses. Maybe that's the signal to attack. Universal suffrage, so no Diplo victory vote again. Wait, what the? Oh, there's a spy. I was like, what is a Greek unit doing way over here by Beijing? But it was a spy? Yeah, there's like units randomly moving around from place to place, but the big battle is definitely at London. That's where all the units keep getting poured in by either side. I don't know, Mao might be able to hold this. I didn't think he'd be able to. Well, I'm like, you know, Mao might be able to hold this as the city falls a second later. That feels like a fairly decisive moment in this war between the two of them, because they were struggling over that one for quite a while. And look at Pericles, he's now way ahead of Mao in score. That city of London is worth a ton of points. Look at all those wonders. So that's not good for Team Mao. It's good for Pericles if you have Pericles as your winner. I guess it's good if you have Zara, although I don't see how Zara is going to be able to do anything. So now we've got what? We've got Civ Jewelers. Don't we have Mining Inc. as well? Still no Culture Slider, though, so... If Hammurabi wins, it's going to be by spaceship, I think. Which he might do because he is the tech leader. And Pericles now has flight, so he can now finally build planes and bombers of his own. Alright, so where do we go from here? There's another stack. Well, that's not much of a stack. But in this era, the city defenses don't last long because they just get taken out by bombers and fighter planes from a distance. Right now, it's either Pericles domination or Hammurabi Diplo or space. Space is still very much, space could be a possible victory condition too. A lot of, oh boy, look at all the units. All right, so let me zoom out to the world map for a second. Look at all the units being built in all of these cities. Gunships everywhere, bombers, except for Hammurabi, who's still just building research. I believe the next vote is actually another Secretary General vote. I believe that's the next one that's up on the schedule. Pericles doesn't seem to have been able to pull off another attack yet. Like, he seems to be still rebuilding his forces after that last one. He's got some... Oh, here's his stack right here. Oh, he's in a golden age now. That's not good news for Mao. The Pericles just triggered a golden age. Oh, alright, so there it is. That's his next move. Is that Xi'an? Oh! Hello! What does that say? What does that say? Mr. Hammurabi, he has decided to get involved in a war. Well, well, well. That is probably being purchased into a war. Wow. See, it's dangerous when people don't like you in this game. Remember how Elizabeth was doing great, but she was unpopular diplomatically? Same kind of thing here. Hammurabi has entered the fray. He's getting involved for the first time. I wonder if we'll see Zara, too. Alright, well, Hammurabi doesn't really have that many units, but the last... Oh, here it is. Here's his stack. Okay. How many does he have here? He has 38 units here. Mostly Marines, but he also has anti-tanks and artillery. It's dogpile time for sure. So Xian's the next target. Yeah, Mal just can't afford to... he can't afford to take on any more opponents. Pericles alone is bad enough. Much less Pericles and Hammurabi. Boy, Mal could actually be the next one eliminated from this game. Oh, no, well, look at this. Now Hammurabi's up against Pericles. They'll split the vote, and the game will... well, they didn't even call a Diplo vote the last time, but Pericles will win, and then he'll split the vote with Mao and Hammurabi. So no one's going to win Diplo right now. Boy, I wonder if Hammurabi would have won the vote if he had called for a Diplo election. I really wonder if he would have been able to win that, but he never called for a vote, so who knows. So Pericles wins, but no one else is... probably Zara will vote for Pericles, but that's not enough to get him over the finish line. Like, Hammurabi's obviously not going to vote for Pericles. And, so the vote will be split for the Diplo win. Anyway, so we've got a nice little battle going on here. Shanghai is going to fall because there's 5 artillery with that stack that came down from Hammurabi. Yeah, see, like, the defenses are already almost gone at Shanghai. Xi'an and Shanghai are both going to fall here. This game is like high school politics for people who weren't good at high school politics. Well, I mean, it does make things easier when you can look at a little score and it says, like, these are the relations with one another. Oh, we're on turn 350. Wow. This is later than I thought this game... I thought this game would go in a completely different fashion. I thought it would be mostly peaceful. Mao would be eliminated early, and that Elizabeth would just tech to space with Zara. And, like, that was how the game was going to end. Obviously, nothing like that happened at all. This game has been wildly unpredictable. I think both these cities are going to fall. Maybe not this turn, but soon. Like, Mao's trying to reinforce them, but... Wealthiest civs. That's not a very useful one. So, like, both these cities are pretty much out of cultural defenses. By the way, Hammurabi is researching fission, so... You know, going for that nuclear power. Is he going to take Shanghai this turn? Is he going to attack? What's the deal? Well, Xi'an has fallen. Shanghai was not attacked. Wow, Mao made peace. Oh, wow. Good news for Mao. Now he made peace with Pericles. Now maybe he can begin to recover. That's really good news for Mao, though. He needed to get that peace treaty quite badly. He can hold out without much trouble against Hammurabi, but he could not hold out against both of them. And Pericles is on robotics, so we're starting to run out of time here. The tech tree, there's not that much left of the tech tree now. I still think Shanghai is probably going to fall, but Mao might be able to bring enough units down here to hold it now that he's at peace. Actually, it is going, wow, it is going to hold. He held this city by stacking gunships in there over and over and over again. Alright, so yeah, looks like Mao's going to hold this. He lost more cities. He lost Xi'an, Nottingham, and London. So Mao is slowly being pressed back into his original core. You know, he's basically down to his original cities and Newcastle now. Oh, he lost Liverpool in the peace treaty. I never saw an attack there, but I think that this was gifted over in the... Yeah, I think this was gifted over in the peace treaty, because otherwise the borders wouldn't look like this. So he lost Liverpool, too, in that war. I just don't know if the game's going to go on long enough, because we're getting close to the end of the tech tree at this point. I'd also worry about Mao counterattacking and going after Hammurabi now, but the problem is Mao can't get to Hammurabi's cities because he won't be able to get open borders with either Ethiopia or Greece. Another environmentalism resolution. Boy, the UN has been such a tease that did nothing in this game. Good question. How much more land does Pericles need? A lot more. He's only at 40%, so he's not close to... I mean, he's made progress, but he's still a long way from domination. He would probably have to take out just about all of Mao's territory to get domination. So yeah, we're getting closer to the end of the game now. One way or the other. Eventually they'll just finish a spaceship if nothing else happens. But yeah, here comes more units. Hammurabi's bringing more units down. Oh wait, no, those are submarines. For some reason, he's got a whole bunch of submarines with missiles on board. But this war largely seems to have petered out once again. I'll just check the power chart. Or not GMP. Power? Oops. There it is. I have to get the graphs from the AI now. Yeah, look at this. Pericles took a beating. Mao is pretty low. Pericles is on the rebound. Is he building more units? Yep. He's building some units at least. Not in all cities, but he's building more units. He might be back again. Who knows? He really dislikes Mao. He really dislikes Mao. So who knows? He does not like that man. We should probably get an update on the actual tech tree itself too. So let me pull that up for you. I believe I'm not even sure who's in the tech leader right now. All right, so this is what they still need to do to research to launch the spaceship. They still need Hammurabi needs most of the modern age, maybe. Mal's close. Pericles is... Well, he's got robotics, so he has mech infantry now. That's scary, but he needs a lot at the top of the tree, and Zara is nowhere close. Zara is quite a ways behind. You know, the three of them are very close in tech. Pericles, Mao, and Hammurabi, they're all pretty close in tech. No big advantage for one or the other. Pericles having robotics tech, which means he'll be able to get mech infantry. That is big, though. Mechs are really strong. Really, really strong units. They're the final upgrade for like the archer, longbow, musket path. But they're defensive units that get 2 moves, which is they're the only defense unit that gets 2 moves instead of 1. So very, very, very strong. Relatively cheap units. All right, here comes another stack from Hammurabi, but I don't see this doing anything at all. It's just going to get shredded by Mao again. Yep, there it goes. Mao had no trouble killing that. What is Oh, okay, so why is Pericles' science drop so low? It's, oh! What the? He's going for culture! Oh, Pericles has decided to go for culture. What? This game is so weird. Oh my goodness. No, I did not know I was mentioned. What did they mention in Rock, Paper, Scissors article? Rock, Paper, Shotgun article? Rock, Paper, Scissors. I hope they had something good to say. I hope it wasn't anything too bad. Oh my god. Now Pericles is going for culture. What the heck? Also, so Borsip was not that far away, but again, he's not running the culture slider. What is going on in this game? Also, the Manhattan Project is under construction, so maybe we'll get nuclear. Yeah, he's like 8 techs from the spaceship, and he's decided he's going to go culture. What is going on? I don't even know what cities he is going to choose to pursue for culture victory. Environmentalism. Again, another environmentalism civic. So, Pericles. Alright. Here's his 3 cities. Athens, Sparta, and Knossos. How long does Knossos have to take before hitting culture? Where's Knossos? It's one of his core cities. There it is. Whoops. 44 turns. Well, he could build a spaceship a lot faster than that, but it's not that far off. So, it was about AI versus AI in Civ games. Yeah, I'd actually be interested in seeing that too, if you have a link. But I could probably search for it too. Alright, so yeah, this war is still going on, but this war is like a little bit comical because Mao can't get his units up to Babylonian territory because he doesn't have open borders with Zara and he doesn't have open borders with Pericles, and they hate him so much they'll never let him sign open borders. So Hammurabi can send his units down here to China, but Mao can never get his units up there to Babylonian territory. Okay, streams are making AI fight. That's interesting. I'll have to check that out. I'll open this up and then just that way I'll have that window open for later. Okay. And we still might see Pericles fight Mao again too. Is another option. Also, Mao is building spaceship parts. Wait, could Mao win the game by spaceship because Pericles is stupidly pursuing culture, and because Hammurabi refuses to call a Diplo victory vote? Could Mao actually win this game by launching the spaceship? I mean, this game is so funny sometimes. By the way, yes, thank you for the link, Noxgath. So, you know how, when I said, like, people were like, wait, are you really just going to watch the AI play this game? And I was like, yeah, we're going to do that. Isn't it kind of interesting? Like, if you've been watching this for a while, isn't this kind of strangely compelling to watch? It's like, you really want to find out what's going to happen, or at least I do. I always get really curious, like, what's going to happen? Who is going to win these games? Like, and the AI is so good at sabotaging itself. It's always hard to believe. They can steal victory. They can find a way to achieve defeat, even when you think that they have victory locked up. They'll still find some way to lose the game, or just do bizarre stuff like that. If it ends up Mao Pericles, yeah. Oh, here we go, Diplo victory, but it's Hammurabi against Pericles. They'll split the vote, and neither one is going to win this game. They're going to split the game, they're going to split the vote, and neither one is going to end up winning. So the game will go on unless something really weird happens. I mean, I could be wrong, but I expect them to split that vote. Let's find out, though. Maybe someone wins here. No. As expected, they split the vote. See, Pericles. Zara actually voted for Hammer. Mao's voted for no one, because Mao hates everyone. Yeah, twist. Zara somehow wins. It's actually impossible for Zara to win a Diplo vote, though. Because he would have to be nominated, and he'll never be nominated right now. Unless he somehow captured the UN. That would be the only way he could win, is if he captured the UN. Someone has got a city to legendary culture. The capital of Babylon, Akkad. Or no, actually it's not their capital. Well, it did hit 50,000 culture. And Hammurabi has also completed the Manhattan Project, so that means everyone can build nukes now. So there's that. And look, there's already one under construction right here. So this game could easily go nuclear here. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, right? I mean, you wouldn't think this would be that entertaining. Like, when I did the first game for the first time, I was like, this is like an interesting idea, but I don't know if it's really going to work. And then I did the game, and I was like, I could not walk away. I had to see who was going to win these games. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to blow my nose real quick. Sorry, excuse me. It being winter time, unfortunately, sometimes been relatively healthy this year, but sometimes I have to blow my nose. All right, so what's going to happen? How is this game going to finish? This is one of the latest games I've done, by the way. 370 is much later than these games normally go, but it's still up in the air. Like, we still could see a lot of stuff happen. By the way, we should check out the space race progress. Oh, has Pericles now decided to cancel his culture victory attempt and go back to space race? All right, Pericles has now canceled his cultural attempt. He's back to space. He's researching the laser. Where are we in terms of space race, anyway? Who has... All right, so Hammurabi has finished one docking bay. Mao has not finished any space parts, apparently. And Zara certainly hasn't finished anything. Alright, so they're just getting started with spaceship parts. They still have a ways to go. Yeah, Pericles, I don't think anyone can win by Diplo right now, just because of who's being nominated. They'll keep splitting the vote between Pericles and Hammurabi. Boy, by the way, one other thing to mention. I haven't even talked about this. Look at the score between Mao and Hammurabi. They are very close in score. Remember, for our competition, the top two go on to the next round. Now, granted, there's a wild card round, but they are very close for that number 2 spot. If Mao loses 1 or 2 more cities, he'll be passed in score by Hammurabi, and then Mao will almost certainly not advance, unless he wins by spaceship. Interesting game. Alright, cannot build nuclear weapons is a new UN vote. And by the way, these two are still at war, but this is largely a phony war between Hammurabi and Mao, because they can't reach you, because Mao can't reach Hammurabi. The real question is just, is Pericles going to get back in this war? It failed. Mao voted never to the nuclear war thing. We could see, I mean, we could see tactical nukes launched too. Hammurabi's building SDI to shoot down nuclear weapons. Is Mao building any nukes? Does he have uranium, is the question? Yeah, he has uranium, so he can build nukes if he wants. He is building some. I don't think he can get a tactical nuke up there to the territory of Hammurabi, though. By the way, Pericles is a lot of nukes, so if he declares war again, Pericles is going to launch nukes all over the place. Yeah, exactly, Ro. More accurately, the winner and the highest other score. That is correct. That's correct. The winner always moves on, regardless, even if they're not the top in score. Boy, there's a lot of units right on the border. How's this one going to end? I'm really curious. A lot of people researching composites now. That allows you to build modern armor, which is the strongest attacking unit in Civ4. And Hammurabi's finished SDI. Maybe now Pericles has completed SDI. Well, that will limit the nuking somewhat. By the way, oh, I should mention this. All right, so Mao has a ton of war weariness. Oh, well, he also defied a resolution, so that's why he's got part of the unhappiness. But he has been picking up some war weariness because the statue of Zeus is still owned by Hammurabi, and the statue of Zeus never expires. Statue of Zeus causes you to get big increase in war weariness if you're fighting that civ. Yeah, I just wonder if Pericles is going to declare war again or not. Like, he's got a lot of units. Look at all these units he's got right on the border. But so far, he hasn't decided to move in. He really does not like Mao, so it's just a question of maybe he wants to attack, maybe not. I don't know. Someone's going to win by space in not that much longer. They're all getting close to the end of the tech tree. And we have a new Secretary General. But this vote will just get split again. Pericles will win this vote, but he won't be able to do anything with it. Yep, see, Pericles will win the vote, but he won't, you know, he doesn't have enough to win, and no one's going to vote for him. He did just build the space elevator. So the game is like stalled out right now. We're kind of waiting for something big to happen. And it might not. The game might just end this way and someone launches a spaceship. That can happen too. I don't want to oversell this, but we might not see anything happen. We might just have the game end this way. There's mobile artillery. Like catapults and cannons, but a 2-space version. They deal collateral damage. Very strong unit. One of the strongest units in the game, actually, but you get it so very late. Usually comes in too late to matter. Boy, that thing's spinning for a while. Yeah, see, Mao's got a lot of units, he just can't send them anywhere. He should declare war on Zara. Mao should declare war on Zara. That would be interesting. Yeah, Zara's almost surrounded now. Running out of space. His capital's not pressured by culture, but that's about it. Look how long it's taking my computer to process these turns, too. Look how long the little globe spins. That's one reason why I don't do these on bigger maps either, is because of how long it takes. Hammurabi, Mao. Is this really correct, though? Like, hasn't Pericles finished more than 2 parts? Maybe not. I guess they're still not. I guess they still haven't made that much progress. That's true. Spaceship parts can be sabotaged by spies. By the way, Xi'an is revolting due to culture. Under a lot of cultural pressure from Mao's cities. Oh, another defensive pact, Zara. Man, that man loves his defensive pacts. Doesn't look like much is happening, though. Boy, Pericles is taking a long time to research stealth. He's not back on the culture path, is he? No. For some reason, he's running a huge gold percentage. I guess he's upgrading units. He must be, otherwise he would be running a higher science percentage. There's a Hammurabi stack in Pericles territory for some reason. Who knows why. Stop the war against Hammurabi. Well, this is going to be an interesting vote. Stop the war against Hammurabi. let's see how this goes. Well, for those who didn't see the competition last year, anyone who doesn't die gets a spot in the wildcard round. That's the thing, surviving. If you can survive to the end of the game, even if you don't advance, you get a spot in the wildcard round. Oh, by the way, Pericles declared war. Because the war is on now. So the peacekeeping succeeded, but unfortunately, it was immediately followed by that. So they're back at war again. Mao almost got a chance. Yeah, Mao almost got a chance to be out of war. It's so funny that happens on literally the same turn. All right, what's the power bar look like? We got to see what the power situation is. I think... Oh my, that's not good. That's not good. That is not good. That's not good for Mao. If you have Mao as your pick, that is not good. Not good at all. Because... Yeah, here's Mao's stack up here by Xi'an, but there's got to be some ungodly huge Greek stack somewhere, right? Gotta be. Also, yeah, and there's also nukes, and I don't think Mao has built SDI either. Oh, we're gonna... Oh, here it is. Here's the Pericles stack right here. I think. Let's keep an eye on Xi'an first. I think we're gonna see some nukes flying around, because they both have tactical nukes. And the AI is not afraid to use them, by the way. The AI is very... Oh, he recaptured Xi'an. Good for you, Mao. Maybe he can turn this around. But there's got to be some humongous stack of Greek units somewhere based on that power bar. Oh, there's one. There it is. All right, so Mao has launched a tactical nuke. He's launched another... Oh, he took back Nottingham by using nukes. Holy crap. He nuked his way into Nottingham. Oh my god, he nuked his way into the city. He killed all the units that were in that city by nuking his way in. Wow. Well played, Mao. I did not expect that to happen. Of course, there's still a lot of units over here, but... Wow. I mean, Nottingham got knocked down to just 1 HP, you know, 1 health, or 1 population, but, whew. So now it's Pericles' turn, and he is counterattacking. But Mao holding up better than I expected. I think they launched another nuke down here this turn. Yeah, Mao going through the nukes like crazy. And now Pericles launched his own nuke, but it got shot down. Well, they're going to run through their nuke supply pretty damn fast at this rate. I wonder what that's doing to the power bar graphs. I'm almost afraid to look. I mean, Pericles had that huge power advantage, but I think he lost a lot of his army in that initial nuke barrage. Because, like, 2 nukes automatically kills any unit if it hits. Like, it doesn't matter what the unit is or how many are on that tile. If it gets hit by 2 nukes, every unit on that stack dies. It's the nukes are the most powerful anti-stack weapon in Civ 4. You just don't get to see them very often because they come so late. But, yeah. Mao seems to have gotten a jump on this by launching that nuke. Yeah, that's the effect of... Yeah, see, his nuke took out a huge amount of Pericles' force. Like, he's lost himself, but... Boy, he really got the drop by launching those tactical nukes on the first turn of the war. Wow. Yeah. Global warming, indeed. We'll see. I don't know how long they'll be able to keep this up, the 2 of them. Does this open up? I mean, this is big. Look how close Mao and Hammurabi are. This is very close between the 2 of them for 2nd place. Very close between the 2 of them. Pericles is being a little bit unlucky. He keeps... he got 1 nuke through. See, look how it takes all the units. Look how it damages all the units when he gets hit by the nukes. This city's in a lot of trouble. Newcastle. In a lot of trouble. And I don't know how long Nottingham can hold out either, being right on the border there. I mean, Mao did get Xi'an back quickly, but it's pretty exposed. Boy, they are just going at it right now. That's true, Mao could get after Hammurabi, but he has bigger concerns than going after Hammurabi right now. Look at all these paratroopers coming in. They all attacked, but they mostly died. Oh boy, the units in that city are pretty messed up. They are damaged. More nukes flying back and forth. I mean, they're firing nukes almost every turn. Looks like Newcastle's going to hold, though. I thought it was going to fall, but looks like Mao's managed to rally and hold the city. Mao's actually winning this war, amazingly. Despite that huge disparity in power, he's actually winning. Or at least until this stack shows up. This is a pretty good stack here. I want to see where this one's going. Well, there's actually no difference between tactical nukes and ICBMs. It's just the tactical nukes are a lot cheaper, and the ICBMs have global range. But they're exactly the same. Just the ICBMs have global range, and the tactical nukes don't. Oh, he's actually launching them from the... Look at this. He's launching nukes from missile cruisers. Jeez. I'm trying to see if any of the interior cities got nuked. Nope, it looks like they're mostly using them on the front lines, genuinely using them as tactical nukes. Boy, Hammurabi is getting close to passing Mao. Look how close their scorers are. I think Hammurabi's going to pass Mao because Mao is... So many of his cities are nuked at this point. Meanwhile, Hammurabi's just sitting high and dry, not in any danger at all. Alright, so this is the big stack right now for Pericles. No, Sun Tzu has died. Died in combat. Oh, he's going for Shanghai apparently. I don't know why. You'd think that you'd go for Nottingham, which is still being held by Mao. At least there are no more nukes that turn. We are getting close to the end of the tech tree too. I'll check on turn 400. I'll go ahead and check where we are on the tech tree. Well, not where we are, but where the game is. Now he's turned around and gone back towards Xi'an. Pericles has. That stack can probably take out that city. Probably. Another tactical nuke shot down. Boy, so much death and destruction in this game. Yeah, Mao moves first in turn order between the... Oh, Nottingham has gone back. Yeah, that initial tactical nuke strike, I think, gave Mao a chance, but it feels like... I'll stop... Well, he might win this, stop the war against Pericles. Maybe Pericles will defy it, though. But now that the longer the war's gone on, the more it seems like it's starting to turn in favor of Pericles. And by the way, check out who's now in second place in score. Hammurabi, amazingly now in second place, who is also now building ICBMs. So is Xi'an the target next, or Shanghai? It's hard to say. It's Shanghai. And didn't you know? All right, succeeds. Wow. Mao voted no. Pericles voted yes. So the war, does that mean the war is over? Yes. So all that, and then the war is over because of the UN. Wow. Just when Mao was like about to get crushed, peace breaks out again. And look how close these two are in score. Jeez. So close. Boy, Mao was lucky there. He was just about to get some of his core cities run over. I think he was very lucky there. Yeah, boy, what a beating they both took. But Pericles, jeez, he got absolutely brutalized. That's amazing. So Mao still has a chance to get his ship parts together. That's right. As I said, we'll check where they are in the spaceship on turn 400. Now all they need is Hammurabi to jump in and attack Mao again. Or, you know, Mao could still attack Zara. There's no guarantee Zara survives to the end of this game either. I feel like Mao's head is full of war, but you never know. He might just decide he wants to kill Zara now that he's out of a war. Who knows? Like, Zara is still trying to hang on. Well, Mao's gonna swap into free religion again. And look, their cultures do touch one another, as you guys mentioned. So Mao can actually reach Hammurabi. They're at peace, but he can get after that. Hammurabi should attack. There's actually no wars going on right now. There are 0 wars taking place in the world right now. Boy, look. Wow. Nobody can stand Mao. Look at this. And he is unhappy with everyone else, too. Jeez. Zara is friendly with Hammurabi and Pericles, and I believe they're both friendly with him, yeah. So they're all the other three all like each other. It's just Mao. No one likes Mao. I guess Pericles is pleased with Hammurabi. Pericles will not declare war at pleased, so he will never declare war at Hammurabi right now. If it drops a couple more points, it could happen. Hammurabi could declare war on Pericles, though, although I don't think he will, but he could. He's only cautious. That would be an odd ending. Hammurabi declares war on Pericles. What a strange ending. Mao is just so unpopular. No one can stand him. Turn 400. Jeez. Long game. Long game, you guys. Alright, let's check where they are on the tech tree. Alright, they're almost done. Alright, so what techs do you actually need? You need fusion, and you need ecology and genetics. And yeah, so you basically need everything other than advanced flight and stealth. Those are unnecessary, but you need almost everything else. So Hammer needs 1, 2, 3. No, he doesn't need stealth. 1, 2, 3. He needs 4 techs, Hammurabi. Mal needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mal needs 6 techs. He is behind. Wait, he needs composites too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he needs 6 techs. Pericles needs. He's already got stealth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it's close. 4 techs, 5 techs, and 6 techs. And Zara needs a whole lot of techs. So any one of the 3 of them could still win by the spaceship. It is very close between all of them. Very close between these 3. I'm actually shocked that even though Pericles is like way ahead in score, it's actually very, very close for who can launch a spaceship first. And Hammurabi and Mao are separated by 45 points after all this time for second place. Good game. I'm glad we got a good game. And we've also initiated the countdown. So if nothing happens, the game will end on turn 500. I do think someone will win before that. But if nothing happens, on turn 500, the game does end. And we'll have a score victory, a time victory, which we've never had before in an AI game. And I've done quite a few of these now. But we've never had a game end by time. But it could happen here. If no one wins in the next 90-something turns. Also, Pericles may be back to culture victory again. Because I see that his research time has decreased yet again. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, is he trying for culture victory? Yes, Pericles is back to culture victory again. He's back to cultural victory again. It's only only 20 more turns. He can probably do that faster than space at this point. 20 turns. All right, will he stick with culture? I don't know. He only needs 20 more for that. Hammurabi, yes, we need to look at Hammurabi's culture too. What happened to the SAM infantry on that transport? I don't know. Great question. The world will never know. Oh, just the nuke just got launched. Somebody's at war with someone. So, because someone or was that global warming? Oh no, it must be global warming. Because it looked like somebody just launched a nuke, but it must be global warming. All right, Hammurabi. See now, Pericles is taken over for first in the cultural win. Hammurabi, Borsippa he still needs this city. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. He's not running culture. Hammurabi's not going to win by culture. It could have been a nuclear accident. Yeah, that might be it too. Actually, yeah, that's probably it. Does he have a nuclear plant in here? He has an industrial park. Well, it would be gone because it would have melted down. Zara's hope is to go into the wildcard game and make something happen in the wildcard game and just not die in the remaining turns of this one. That's his hope. Because he's not winning this game, but he looks like he's going to survive, barring something happening here. Yeah, maybe it's Chernobyl. We're into the final countdown now. Pericles is just running the culture slider, and it's just a matter of time until his cultural victory comes through. Boy, look at this. There's still more tiles glowing in the dark here. There's still radiation that hasn't been cleaned up yet. Here's the scrub fallout, if you've never seen this before. It's the same animation as farming, but there's the scrub fallout. Look at that. The poor workers have to scrub the fallout. Probably end up dying a year later or something. So the UN Enforced Peace Treaty is out. Now Pericles can go back to war again or whatever. It's the final countdown. I actually don't know if we're going to see anything else happen. But I wouldn't be shocked if we saw another war either. There's yet another Secretary General vote. Like, Mal declaring war to kill Zara would be a strange way for this one to end, but I wouldn't be shocked. How close is Pericles? It's this city, Knossos, we have to watch. It is 16 turns, so we're looking at turn 424, potentially, for a win. Yeah, Mal has taken back the second place spot from Hammurabi. And the reason why he's done that is now that he's out of war, his cities have started growing again. Like, all of his cities were starving while they were at war. And that's not going to do anything. So now that he's out of war, his cities have started regrowing and his score has picked back up. So maybe Mal will secure one of the top spots yet again. Yep, so Mal, indeed, you guys are good to point that out, that Mal passed Hammurabi again in score in these final turns. I actually did not see that. Alright, so another city's legendary. Which one is that? That's Sparta. So Athens and Sparta are both gone legendary. Now the only one left is Knossos. And it's getting close. Does Pericles have the brains to win? Well, all he has to do is keep running the culture slider and he's going to win the game. I don't know. He's already turned off culture once before, so who knows? It's pretty rare for the games to go on this long that we get to turn 410 something. Pericles will run to 5 turns left and then go back to space. Yeah, go back to space. He's like, nah, I'm going to go for space. So as I said, this might be a very anticlimactic end, as we just click next turn and then the game just ends. Sometimes that happens. Doesn't look like anyone's declaring war on anyone. Not this turn anyway. Boy, even Zara is working on the laser, so you know we're getting to late game now when even Zara is on the laser as his tech. And they continue to call stupid votes in the UN that don't mean anything. Alright. What is it, like 10 turns left now until we see a win by culture? Open markets, that resolution passed a long time ago. Alright, 10 turns, yep. Only 10 more turns. So we'll see. I'm just going to keep clicking through the turns until something happens. I mean, like, there's still more nukes being built. But it doesn't look like the AIs are going to do anything. Boy, Hammurabi is really close to finishing the tech tree, too. I think he's on the last couple techs. But it's not going to matter, because the cultural victory will end first. Unless Pericles stops pursuing culture, he might. We've got to keep checking that, too. Is he still running culture? Yes, he still is. And he's down to 7 more turns. He's getting awful close now. And I know these turns take a long time to process. See, this is why I don't want to do bigger maps. It really churns its way through on my computer. By the way, look at poor Gondar, about to get completely swallowed up by the incredible culture of Hammurabi. It barely even controls its own tiles. Poor Zara. He somehow still has Addis Ababa under his territory. I'm not exactly sure how he's gotten this city back. It's been captured like 4 times throughout the game. He keeps getting it back over and over again. You'd think with all the corporations that Hammurabi's founded that he would be the one winning by culture, but no, apparently not. Alright, nothing seems to be happening, which means that we got 3 turns left and the game's going to be over. It's about to hit 50K. We've had a great artist born, but the AI is not smart enough to use it in a city that's about to go legendary. And Mao is clearly ahead of Hammurabi now. Oh, just as I say that, maybe he did use it. There we go. So that was all she wrote. Maybe he did use that maybe he did use that great artist in a city that was about to go legendary. So that's all she wrote. Turn 422. Pericles has won a cultural victory. So let's put it in the scorebook, shall we? The game ends not with a bang, but with a whisper. 422. Pericles is first. And then, hold on, who was second? It was Mao, right? Then Mao, then Hammurabi. And then Zara. GG. And he won it on turn 422. 422. I'll just put that there for right now. Jeez. Okay, so Pericles moves on. Mao moves on in second place. And that means we've got Hammurabi and Zara move on to the wild, will be in the wild card game because they didn't end up dying in that one. So that's what our bracket will look like. Alright, Hammurabi, Zara. Let me put them in. Alright, so game 1 winner, Pericles. Wow, I didn't expect him to win that game. Game 1 runner up, Mao. So they go into the playoff. Alrighty. Interesting. So what'd you guys think? Yeah, people are like, Mao got the second. That's right. Had them the other way around. Well, you do get some points for having them the other way around. There are backup points for that. You should add viewer count to your forum. Can you do that? Can I click continue? Oh, yes, sure. Let's look at we'll look at the replay real quick. Why not? I am going to run it on faster speed. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to see, all right, so here we go. Everything's happening fast. Get all those blinking lights out of the way. You can see the world as it was unfolded. It's like, wow, Elizabeth was doing so well, and then she was just gone all of a sudden. And that's more or less where we ended up. Despite a whole lot of fighting, we didn't really see that much change after that point. The game largely stayed static. So there we go. That was largely what happened. Largely stayed the same after that. Alrighty, so good game. Now, let's look at the results from the contest, shall we? While we have a minute here. So we'll see how everybody did. So the winner of this game was Pericles. And not a lot of us had Pericles, right? We only had 11. That's not too bad. We had 11 winners. Runner up, Mao Zedong. So we have, how many people had Mao? 14 people had Mao as the runner up. And a lot of people had Mao in first, so you do get the 3 points for that. First eliminated Victoria. Number of wars was, what was that? 17. 17. Wow, higher than I expected. 17. Wow, one person hit it exactly. Old Harry hit it exactly. Well done, Old Harry. Victory type was culture, or cultural, which hardly anyone had. We only had a couple people who had culture. Only 4 people picked culture. And victory turn was 422. Wow, we all missed on that one. Hardly anyone got points on that. All right, so let's take the results and see who came in first for this game. All right, well, aside from, for whatever reason, it seems to think DMOC is in first place. I don't know why, so just ignore that. The Reverend Doctor has the most, 13 points. Well done, Reverend Doctor. Liner 87 is second, and then we've got a close series from there. I had almost no points in that game whatsoever. I know I didn't do very well. Where am I on here? Oh, I'm down in... I had 0 points. Awesome. 0 points. A great start. Let's see the contest here. So, and we'll sort this the same way. So, there we go. So here we have it as well. Total 13 points for the Reverend Doctor. And then as we do more games, we'll just add them here, and then we can always see where everybody is in order on the competition. Great. So I think that was a really successful, really productive first round. So I'm going to post all this Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to do the next game next week. Because I've been streaming for quite a while and I'm getting kind of tired, I think I'm going to do the leader draw and the we'll do the leader draw and the map creation tomorrow on stream. We'll do that tomorrow. What do you win? You win pride. Absolutely nothing. You win pride. So I'll do that. I'll do the as I said, the leader draw and the map creation for the next game tomorrow, sometime in the early afternoon, and go from there. So we do a game 2. We'll do game 2 next week, probably on Saturday of next week, and we'll do the draw and the map creation for that game tomorrow, and then I'll put up links to let people predict for the next game, and I'll do the scheduling information for the next game and all that jazz. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think that was a big success. It was a lot of fun, but it did take 4 hours, so I'm going to run. I'm going to get something to eat, and that'll be it for streaming. But thanks a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see some of you when we do the next one. As I said, I'll put up the scheduling information on this channel and on my website, and you guys will have it so you know when the next game is. Until next time, have a good one. See you guys again later. Take care. See you again soon.